Down the highway, lights flashing by. Shades of thrills, watching sunrise blaze across the sky. In the blue zone, where the action's always on. With nightcap 35, we're rocking till the break of dawn. Got the fans in the front row, feeling the heat. In the blue zone, where the adrenaline's sweet. Every chase is a rush, every reaction's a thrill. With nightcap 35, we're living for the thrill. In the blue zone, where the sirens scream. In the blue zone, we're living the dream, watching the chases. Hearing the roar, with nightcap 35, we always want more. Catch the high speed ride, feel the chase ignite. In the blue zone, walking through the night. From the dashboard to the screen, the action's live. We're breaking down the moments where the thrill thrives. Every pursuit's a story, every turn a surprise. When nightcap 35 and the fans are soaring through. That's the hands in the front row, feeling the heat. In the blue zone, where the adrenaline's sweet. Every chase is a rush, every reaction's a thrill. When nightcap 35, we're living for the thrill. In the blue zone, where the sirens scream. In the blue zone, we're living the dream, watching the chases. Hearing the roar, with nightcap 35, we always want more. Catch the high speed ride, feel the chase ignite. In the blue zone, walking through the night. Turn up the volume, let the engines roar. Feel the rush, you know you're wanting more. From the chase to the reaction, we've got it all. With nightcap 35, we're having a ball. Welcome to the blue zone, where the sirens scream. In the blue zone, we're living the dream, watching the chases. Hearing the roar, with nightcap 35, we always want more. Catch the high speed ride, feel the chase ignite. In the blue zone, walking through the night. Feel the thrill, hear the chase, it's the ultimate ride. With the cop 35 and the crew, we're on the one side. From the chase to the reactions, we're here to stay. In the blue zone, rocking all the way. Welcome to the blue zone, where the sirens scream. In the blue zone, we're living the dream, watching the chases. Hearing the roar, with nightcap 35, we always want more. Catch the high speed ride, feel the chase ignite. In the blue zone, walking through the night. Turn the thrill, hear the chase, it's the ultimate ride. We're breaking down the moments, run the thrill, we're on the wild side. From the chase to the reactions, we're here to stay. In the blue zone, rocking all the way.
Station. Show me 1041.
And we are here and back on a Saturday night. See, the great thing about Saturday night here, wait, I moved my camera. Okay, you know what the great thing about Saturday night is? I don't have to say happy Monday or hey, it's Wednesday. I don't have to go through that bullshit. It's Saturday night, right? So take Monday night special and, well, never mind. Okay. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I am on tonight exclusively, unexclusively. I'm on TikTok too. So if you want to go over there and follow me and all that shit, I'd appreciate it. We're gonna give TikTok another try. I mean, it seems like every time the minute I go live, I get banned. You know, I think it's my hair. I think it's, yeah. They don't like my ponytail. Don't give me any shit about my ponytail, Todd. Don't give me any shit about it. Pat, someone ordered pink thongs using the company card. No, that was me, Ghost. I ordered a case of my pink thongs because it goes with my pink robe and all. Yeah, I blame Eternal too. Hey, Trisha. Miss Trisha's in the house over on TikTok. Hi, darling. How are you, sweetheart? These hearts are for you, darling. Thanks for coming in. Sam is here. Holy, hi, Sam. Those hearts are for you too, sweetheart. Come here, Sam. Give me a hug. What's up, y'all? Hey, V-Pool. And hey, everybody on TikTok. I'm also streaming on YouTube, and I'm on Rumble, and I'm on Kick. So if you guys hear me say hello to somebody that you don't see in the chat, that's the reason, Trish. That's the I blame. Hey, Simon, can we just make it official that we just blame Eternal, period? No matter what it is, it's his fault. I mean, that would make things so much easier. Hey, Repool. Hey, buddy. Repool's in the house for the first time, I think. Now, Repool, are you incognito under another username and you've been here every night, or are you the first time here? Simon Ghost, yes, Pat, thank you. Hey, Ghost, thank you, buddy. And guys, do not forget, a week from today, we go back to the Hot Seat Show. And we're going to have, I forgot his name. Ghost, help me out. Who's our next victim? Ghost. I got to know who the next victim is on the hot seat. We got TVT Nuclear Zombie coming in on TikTok. We got Joshua Comstock and extras and all that good shit. Hi, everybody on TikTok. You know, I can't believe it. You know, when I go live on TikTok on my phone, no shit. When I go live on my phone, I'll get anywhere from 600 to 1,500 people watching me. And then I go live with live studio on TikTok, and it's like pulling teeth trying to get 4. I don't understand it. But tonight, over on TikTok, I got 13 right now. So I think it's 13. Yeah, 13. So, wow, something. Hey, somebody broke a window. Let them in. Pat Trooper ordered them with the company credit card, so I have it being investigated. Hey, Todd, can you just change the delivery address to my address? His daughter. Hi, his daughter. And we got Channa and Kilroy. Kilroy, I think they made a movie about you. Kilroy. Yeah, I think so. Extras, Jonathan. We got TV Nuclear. We got Timothy. Timothy! Sir Ken Boss. What does that mean, Todd? Hey, is Miss Todd around? Now, everybody on TikTok, everybody on YouTube, if I talk to somebody you don't see in chat, it's because they're on a different platform. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Kick, I'm on Rumble, I'm on TikTok, I'm on DLive. So, I'm talking to different people. I'm multitasking. And men can't do that shit, but I'm doing it. I mean, I'm screwing it up to hell and back, but I'm doing it. Hell yeah. So you're I'm not everywhere. I mean, my little ass can't be everywhere. Yes, sir, boss, I get that changed over. Who is our next victim on the hot seat for next Saturday? And everybody on TikTok, I co-host a show called The Hot Seat, where we bring other streamers on the show, and they become our victim, our guests. Yeah, guests. And we ask them questions, and, you know, I screw with them. I mean, smart ass is in my DNA. I can't help it. I plead innocent of all charges. And I'd like to know from everybody on TikTok, and I'm looking at the TikTok chat. This is for everybody on TikTok. Would you guys like to see my Elvis Presley impersonation right now live on TikTok and YouTube and Rumble and all that stuff? If you guys would like to see my impersonation of the late, great Elvis Presley, let me know. And I will embarrass myself enough to do my Elvis Presley impersonation. So let me know in TikTok. I'm talking to TikTok, YouTube. Let's see. Oh, we got 25 in here. What? So I guess they fixed the live studio on TikTok. Sup, Carvey? Does anybody on TikTok want to see me do my Elvis Presley impersonation? Hey, so can somebody on TikTok tell me? Like his daughter, off to the right it says 10, and then down by K Popper it says 14, and North Star says 9, but those numbers are not next to everybody's name. What does that mean? Can anybody tell me? It's already embarrassing to see you holding a pink thong. No offense, Pat. Hey, Ghost, stop being jealous. Don't be hating. It doesn't look good on you, Ghost. I mean, I know you're jealous because I look better in that pink thong than you. And you're jealous because I actually have a pink thong and you do not. So stop it. Say hi to Mr. Bojangles is in the house on TikTok. You waved at, yeah, yes, I did. I'm asking everybody on TikTok, would you guys like to see my Elvis Presley impersonation or no? Yeah, you're jealous. Ghost, I know you're not going to admit it. You'd be embarrassed with yourself. You wouldn't be able to look in the mirror for a couple hours. So stop it. Okay, let me see. Is everything looking good on TikTok? You know, here's the thing. I have been live on TikTok for 12 minutes and I'm not banned yet. So it may not be my hair. Hey, Ed Barry. Now, Augusta, what does that mean? This is driving me crazy. Augusta's got 24. It looks like, I don't know what that is. But it looks like they're, I'm talking about on TikTok, ladies and gentlemen. Does anybody know what those numbers mean? Matt Strickland. Hi, Matt Strickland. And we got Augusta. With Augusta, it says 24 and joined. I don't know what the 24 and the 18 and the 9 and the 14 and all that. What does that mean? Can everybody hear? I mean, am I coming through? Testing 1, 2, 3. 35 seconds. Can you give me a radio check? You waved at Elberly. Matt Strickland has joined. What are these numbers? And nobody on TikTok has said, yeah, hell yeah, we want to see your Elvis Presley impersonation. That is not their age. Trooper, shut up. I'm gonna wave at Rawson. I just waved at you, Rawson. 35, you're 10-2. Temple. Thank you, sir. I miss talking on the radio. You waved at, okay. Hey, Ed Nova, does anybody know on TikTok? This is why I was never a detective. I didn't like being a detective, so I never was one. I don't want to put together a puzzle. I want to be there when the actual puzzle's being created. I have a call holding for you. 3528. Sir, I'm 10-6. Can anybody tell me on TikTok what the numbers, like conservative? Conservative, you just came into TikTok, but it's got a 10 next to your name. What does that 10 mean? I got a 10, a 24, a 18, a 9, a 14. I don't know what that means. Hardworking girl. She's over on TikTok too. Hey, hardworking girl. These hearts are for you, sweetheart. Hey, Trooper, don't be taking our hearts away. It's kicking off everywhere, Eternal. The people have had enough. Mom Mason said that you took sexy. I took what? I didn't take her sexy away, Todd. It means take a step forward, but it also a trend going around on TikTok. No, Ghost. No. Never mind. I didn't mean to ask such hard questions, Ghost. Oh, I look Hey, Todd, I would be excited if it came from a female and not yourself. I mean, I would rather not look sexy for you, Todd. I fully support it, tons. Hope you guys will keep it up. Hey, Eternal, you know, it's official, sir. We're blaming everything on you no matter what happens. It's your fault. Ghost has already logged it. There's no going back now. Hey, can somebody... All I get on TikTok is people are coming in. I would like to know... I'm going to say hi. I'm going to say hi. I'm going to say hi. I'm going to say hi to Charmed. And Charmed again. I would like to know, like, here's another one. A person came in with the username E, and it's got 1 next to her name in a blue. It's a... Dang it. Can somebody go over to TikTok and look at my chat and tell me what that stuff is? I'm going to say hi. I'm going to say hi. Hi, Alice. Hey, DOJ. Oh, DOJ is usually my YouTube, I think. I just looked it up, Pat. Numbers is just for verification purposes. No, no. These are no. These are numbers inside of a blue little box. And one of them's got like a pyramid, the other one's got a diamond, and another one looks like a little kite. Or the wings of an airplane, a jet. Yeah, this is 24 is a diamond. The 10 is like a pyramid. She told me that she's next to me on. Oh, wait a minute. This changes everything, Mason. Come here, darling. Give me a butt hug. Come here, sweat. It's safety first, ladies and gentlemen. It's not nasty. I'm not talking nasty. It's just when Mason hugs me, she knows to place her right hand on my left butt cheek, and then I do the same. And in front of Todd, because, you know, Todd don't want Mason to get injured. So if we fall during the hug, we're not going to fall because we got something to hold on to. Ladies and gentlemen, safety first. Safety first. Right, Mason? Right. It's a verification badge, it says. It's a verification. So why is there different numbers? Hey, Laura. Let me say hello to Laura, and I'm going to say hello to somebody that used, hey, DYW4. Why did you have to use 26 or about 76% of the alphabet for your username, man? You should have left some of those vowels for you. Now, Susan D1, you've got a 16 next to your name. What does that mean? I'm going to say hi to Zachary or Zary. What does that mean, Miss Susan D1? TikTok randomly assigned you a number. It's a verification. Hey, Tons, I bet you Miss Mason's not laughing. You're laughing out loud because you didn't get the butt hug. I did. Come here, Miss Mason. Give me a hug. Let's just make it official, Miss Mason. When I say give me a hug, you know that constitutes a butt hug. Safety, always safety first. I had to go through this first responder training as a police officer, and safety first. Not a clue. Oh, so you don't know either? Okay, you waved at. Yep, I did. See, that's what I was thinking, D1. But now the 16 is to the left of your name. Okay, let me ask you this. When you first came in, Susan, there was a 16 to the right of your name. Did you send me 16 coins or 16 donated gifts or something? Check live events. You post. Man, you know I can't do a protest. Whole riots live. Let me see what this is. Hold on just a sec. I don't want to get banned off anywhere. See, what is this? Let me take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on. Manchester in this case one is going to be a big and weak. Manchester were as bad as this one, what we're watching now. But
oh, this is in a different country. I think overall, I didn't just now send anything. I think overall, I didn't. Okay, so it's overall. Yeah, but there's a lot of people coming in here that I've never heard of. That's got like 24 and 18 and 9. Well, maybe they have in the past. I don't know. Subscriptions, I've got 0 of 2. Oh, okay. So you're not subscribed to my channel anymore. New followers, I got 1 new follower. Total viewers is 67. Okay, so we're doing good. Good evening, Pat and everybody. Hey, everybody on TikTok, just know that I'm also streaming on YouTube, and I'm on Rumble, and I'm on Kick. So I'm talking to different people. Everybody on YouTube, Kick, and Rumble comes into, or not Rumble, but the other two comes into one window on my chat. TikTok comes into a separate window. So nobody on YouTube can see what you guys are saying. I need to get a streaming key so I can bring everybody in. Casey, did you bring the new officer uniforms for Pat? Oh, here we go. Shit's getting deep in here now. Overall, to any streamer in general, I'm guessing. Okay, Susan. I think that's what it is. Donated gifts. Okay. Well, that works, I guess. I got 69 people, 70 people right now on TikTok. What does that 2 mean? What does that mean? Time viewer. Real-time viewer count is, oh, it's 70. 71 now. Okay. Casey, did you bring the new officer uniform? Ghost, why are you trying to stir up shit? Man, if you leave Ghost alone in just a moment in a room and the 25-watt light bulb goes out, he's screwed. He don't know and he starts this shit with uniform. He starts daydreaming and shit, I guess. When the simplest thing would be to go to the drawer. You know, you can use your stick, you know, the blind stick, and make it to the drawer and get another light bulb. But no. You got to stir up shit in the chat. I think overall I didn't just now send anything. Okay, Miss Susan. Well, you already said that. Okay, overall. All right. I had to scroll down a little bit. All right. Hey, TikTok. I'm talking to everybody on TikTok. How would all of you on TikTok like to see my impersonation of Elvis Presley live right here on TikTok? And YouTube and Rumble and Kick. Let me know in the chat in TikTok if you guys would like to see my Elvis Presley impersonation. Hey, Colorado. I know your answer. Yeah, I already know your answer, Susan. Colorado said yes. White Devil just joined. Eternal. Shut your ass. I can't believe that I've been, let's see, how long have I been live on TikTok? I know this trick. You know, I've been live on TikTok for 23 minutes and I'm still here. 1 yes is all we need. No, I've got 78 people on TikTok. I need more than just 1 yes. TikTok, would you guys like to see my Elvis Presley impersonation? Right now, live. No, Susan, I need more than that. Now, if there was only 2 people, yeah, 1 would do, because that's 50% of the crowd. I know this trick. Hey, Casey, how you doing, buddy? And as you guys know, I'm not back on Twitch. They still haven't opened my account. Imagine that. I guess nobody on TikTok wants to see me do my Elvis Presley impersonation. What is this? New follower. Okay, 1. And then I got 48 likes. Hey, yeah, TikTok, don't forget to like the video. I'd really appreciate it. Miss Susan, don't forget. And tonight's show, let me get over here. And let me get right here. This is disturbing truths behind the badge. And what I'm talking about is officers not using enough force. Officers become social workers with a badge instead of being real police officers. They don't have a backbone anymore. They care more about the criminal than the victims. They care more about the criminals than the department stores being robbed. You know, they want to turn into psychiatrists at the patrol unit and open the back door and have a long conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, we stuff them and transport. That's it. Cuff them, stuff them, transport. When you arrest someone and you put them in, you've got them in cuffs already, we're not going to hold court on the side of the street or at the scene. You put them in the patrol unit and you say this. 35 station. 10-4 station. Show me 1076, 1019, we 1095 with 1 time, 1036-4. And you transport them. You go. The only time that door is opened again is when we reach the Sally port and we go around and we let them out of the patrol unit, still in cuffs, and we escort them into the jail. But no, these little social worker idiots with a badge, they want to play psychiatrist and social worker and Jehovah Witnesses, and, you know, it's embarrassing to law enforcement. It's literally embarrassing. And now they've let these idiots with a badge put on beards, which look so unprofessional in a uniform. Is it kicking off where you are, T-Gun? 10-4. I show you 1074 to the jail. Now, why would you say 1074? 1074 is negative. You show me 1076 to the jail en route. Did you get kicked off TikTok? Did I? Why are you saying that, trooper? No, I did not. Shut your pie hole. There is only 2 in here. The number you see is likes. No, the number I'm seeing, it says total viewers 80. That's what it says. Right here, total viewers 80. Where's Todd? You said, hey, Todd. Okay, there's Todd. Don't jinx it, trooper. Yeah, please. Trooper's always got to come out with this crazy shit to jinx my show. Every time. See, Trooper's the reason we can't have nice stuff. Can't hold on to nice things because of Trooper. Now it says 82 viewers. Jojo Morgan. Hi, Jojo Morgan. I'm seeing total viewers 3. Oh, here's my sponsor, ladies and gentlemen. And there you guys go. Let me put this in TikTok or in Rumble too. There we go. What did I jinx? Wow. Everything. Everything. Trooper. Everything. All right. Just checking on other platforms, making my rounds to make sure everything is good. Well, I'm showing a total, it says total viewers. I got an 83 up at the top. And if I highlight over it, it says total viewers, 83. I've got new followers, 1. 601 likes. That's it. You're probably looking at the people that are chatting. There's probably about 3 people chatting. 1, 2, yeah, that's what that is. Now there's 4 people chatting because of Todd. Todd entered the arena. Ask in the chat if they are real. Yeah, no shit. People were locked in, okay, cafe to keep them safe in my town the other day while a knife gang. Wow. Hey, Benjamin Matlock. I like Matlock, but I really liked his redhead assistant. That's why I watched Matlock. I was trying to get a butt shot of her. It's a hell of a lot better than looking at the Sears catalog there, Benjamin. I just checked TikTok. It looks like you have... I've got 85 viewers right now on TikTok. You guys can't see what I see. You're seeing it as somebody in the chat. I get to see all my stats. And right now it says, does that say viewers? Yep, total viewers, 85 right now. That's it. Chit chat. What does that mean, Benjamin Matlock? Chit chat. I just checked TikTok. Now I got 86. $849 likes. 879 likes, yeah. Now I got 86. So I don't know. What the hell are we doing today? Oh, shit. Well, I was going to stream, but since you're here, all I'm going to do now is be harassed. Yep, let's harass Night Cop. Hey, DMS, how you doing, ladies and gentlemen? I said it to him, ladies and gentlemen, because sometimes I watch him, he's a male. Other times I watch him, he's a female. And he's big enough to be both, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, there we go. Pat, I'm going back to YouTube. Hey, Todd, you don't need my permission. Hey, you do what you want to, man. This is your world. I'm just living in it. DMS is in the house. Hey, you know what, Susan? I was thinking. It says total viewers, but I'm wondering if that's how many people has came into the stream and left. You know what I mean? Because you're saying there's 3. I'm showing 86. No, it says total viewers, not views. It's FIEWERS, viewers. So I don't know. Hey, hun. Please don't call me hun in public, DMS. People are going to start talking about us. Thank you, Todd. I'm showing 86 too. Finally, somebody's on my side. Total viewers that follow. Pat, I'm going back to YouTube. When I checked, it showed 4 viewers. I clicked on the person icon and it showed 4. Maybe it's referring to something else. Maybe it is. Because I'm showing 86 viewers right now. I was talking to Susan, but take it as you want. Oh, okay. Thank God. Okay, so I think we're officially out of the National Enquirer. If you were talking to Susan with the Hun thing. Are you streaming tonight, DMS? And ladies and gentlemen, let me throw this is DMS's YouTube channel. Go there and give him a subscription. It's for the next 15 minutes, I think he set it up. It's absolutely free for the next 15 minutes to subscribe to his YouTube channel. So there you go. What a deal. But you got to hurry. Yet it is a lot different to what's being reported. I would be policeman in what now? Let you tell Pat what I almost got the cops called on me. Shit, that don't surprise me. Okay. Only 1 follower on TikTok so far. No, live data. Now I got 1,000 likes, 1,040 likes. No diamonds. I don't even know what that shit is. New followers 1. Holy shit. Okay. Left it. All right, you guys ready? Let's get this shit on the road. I'm ready if you guys are. I wanted to, let me get over here and make sure I get the right one. I was born ready. Shit, you were born fat. Fat bastard. You weren't born. I was born ready. Wow. You've been watching way too much TV, man. There it is. Okay. You guys ready? Here we go. We're going to start off with some crazy shit. And this is the bullshit behind the badge. Like I said, disturbing truths behind the badge. Let's go. You ready? Oh, wait, maybe. Oh, shit, that's not aligned right. Hold on. Ohio. Let's go.
I've seen a lot of people try all kinds of things to get out of handcuffs, but our first Karen takes the cake. On August 3rd, 2022, a police
Here
officer
we
noticed
go.
a female driver that had an aversion to stop signs. When the female
How do I look
officer
on
successfully
TikTok,
pulled over the
Susan?
dramatic driver, nothing could have prepared her for what followed next.
Deputy T's with the sheriff's office. Do you know why I stopped you? You ran like 4 stop signs. You have your driver's license, proof of insurance, and registration? Okay. Go ahead and grab it for me. Any reason you're running stop signs? Trying to get home? That's no reason to run at least 4 stop signs that I saw. It's registration.
Now, here's the problem with what this officer just did. I want to show you something. Right here. I want you to watch. This is how crazy this female officer, and you guys know I don't think women should be in law enforcement. They don't have the backbone for it. They don't have the mentality for it. But I also don't think men should be nurses either. But I think women are great attorneys, and they're awesome doctors. My doctor is a female. I don't want a male doctor. Females care more than a male doctor, right? But law enforcement is not for women, period. We should remove them all from law enforcement immediately. And that goes from Secret Service all the way down. But every time I got hurt, it was because, not every time, the last time it had nothing to do with a female, but the time before that, it always had to do with a female officer locking herself in her patrol unit, hiding underneath an ambulance, just crazy shit. But anyway, this female officer, watch what she does. She asks this woman for her license or registration, proof of insurance. And then look what the officer does. While this woman is reaching to the right, look what the officer does. When somebody's reaching, when you ask for the driver's license and proof of insurance, registration, and they go to reach, you stay with them. You're leaned on. I'm watching them. I'm watching their hands. At this particular time, I've already looked in the back seat when I was approaching. I don't need shining my light in the back seat right now. I've already checked that part out on my approach. And watch this off. She's not even paying attention what this driver's doing. Meaning the driver could take a 9mm, grab it, turn around and shoot the officer while she's peekabooing through the back window.
Signs. You have your driver's license, proof of insurance,
Watch.
registration?
She's looking at her right now.
Okay.
Watch. She reaches. Now watch the officer. Now the officer wow, what an idiot.
Get home, that's no reason to run at least 4 stop signs that I saw. It's registration.
Wow.
I'm sorry, what? Okay. Do you know why it's not valid? Is it suspended for, like, not paying your tickets on time, child support, tolls?
Did you hear this numbnut officer? What's your license suspended for? Not paying child support? Are you stupid? When have you ever heard of a woman paying child support, idiot? No, that's not how the system works. They don't go after a woman for child support. Please, child support. You dumb. This is a social worker with a badge and no backbone. I can already tell.
It's not very smart to plow through 4 stop signs knowing you have a suspended license. But is that all this woman is guilty of? When the sun sets and nightfall hits, this woman suddenly starts to transform into a creature we call the Karen. Behold phase 1.
Make sure she's breathing.
Yeah, she's breathing.
This woman's trying out for an Academy Award for acting.
Sleeping or what the deal is?
Hey, you gotta sit up, Michelle. Michelle.
I'd leave her stupid ass right there in transport. See, we know, we deal with this shit all the time. We know when somebody's faking, and she was fine a minute ago when she was reaching for her driver's license, proof of insurance, and registration, right? Yeah, uh-huh.
Hey, Michelle. There we go. Hi. You okay?
I'm sorry, I'm not a medical professional. I'm not diagnosing her. I don't give a shit. I'll transport. Let the nurse at the jail come out and take a look at her if she wants to. If she don't, that's fine. We'll drag her ass into the jail.
No. She just coughed. Come here, Michelle. There we go. Well, hi, Miss Michelle. Good morning. You okay?
Social worker with a badge, ladies and gentlemen. This is the truth behind the badge. Women should not be allowed in law enforcement. Period. Women are emotional, men are logical. Emotional doesn't fit into law enforcement. And I'm not saying out of, 10,000, there's one out there that might be okay. There's not enough women out there that would be good in law enforcement to make a difference. Period.
You scared us. Hey, it's all right. We got the fire department. They're gonna come and just take your blood pressure, okay?
Phase 1 is to pretend to be unwell in hopes the police let her go. I've never heard of someone being able to cough when they're fully unconscious. It's pretty hard to play dead when the cops can still see you breathing. Next is phase 2.
Right.
I have to ask, did you take anything else other than alcohol today?
I don't care what she took. Ladies and gentlemen, in 17 years, I never asked that stupid ass, hey man, what did you take? Did you take anything besides some Flintstone chewable vitamins? What? I don't care. I'm not asking stupid questions.
You gotta be honest with me, because if it's something else that you took, we have to let fire know. You took the last of your prescription? What?
Law enforcement has become a bunch of poodles enforcing the law nowadays. Instead of German shepherds like we were. We didn't play this stupid
What's
shit.
that for? Huh? Your hip? So is it a pain medication or just?
Yeah, that figures tons.
Hmm? You don't want to be checked out? We'll let them know whenever they.
Good. No, I'd be 35 station. 10-4, ma'am. 1022 the ambulance. 1022 my 1052, ma'am. Cancel it. Let them go back to the station and finish their lasagna and brownies that they were making.
Whenever they hop out, okay? You don't want your blood pressure taken or blood sugar taken or anything? No? They might have to come and hear that.
See, we don't need kindergarten teachers out there enforcing the law, ladies and gentlemen. And most of the time, see, here's the thing about women in law enforcement. Women in charge of anything, pretty much. They either lead by fear or they're everybody's friend on the crew. There is no in between with a woman in charge. I love women, but they don't have the mentality to be in charge of anything. They lead by fear or they're everybody's buddy. And if you're not in her little buddy circle, she's going to be a bitch to you if you work for her. That's how they manage. In law enforcement, no difference. They either try to be really Billy badasses, which never work. They get their asses kicked and other male officers injured. Or they're kindergarten teachers like this woman is. It's crazy.
That verbally from you directly, okay?
Phase 2 is pretending to be a helpless and soft-spoken innocent person in need of help. But notice that when she realizes the paramedics are really coming, she backs out of her decision. Maybe she's afraid they'll find something she doesn't want them to find. And then comes phase 3 of almost full Karen transformation.
All right, Michelle, our fire department guys are here, okay?
You know, this doesn't change things.
Sure I do. I'm not eating.
Now see, this kindergarten teacher that's wearing a badge is an idiot. She denied medical treatment before the ambulance ever got on scene. The officer should immediately, and I'm embarrassed calling her an officer, should have immediately 1022'd the ambulance, which means disregard. Cancel them. But she still brings them out there. She's already refused medical attention. Why are you wasting resources and ambulance and fire's time?
What you really do, take me to the hospital, get checked out, and get some food before I go to jail. That'd be stupid. Otherwise, suck my ass.
My name's Kyle.
Nice to meet you, Kyle.
Checking your vitals
Wonderful.
No, you can't talk like that to us, all
Wonderful.
right?
I can do whatever.
The EMT is wrong. They're not allowed to check her vitals. They're not allowed to touch her if she's refused medical attention. What are they doing? They don't get to just do it because they want to. She's refused medical attention. Now, if she's bleeding really bad, I can take her into protective custody, and it's no longer her choice whether she's going to receive medical attention or not. It's my choice. And I'm going to tell him, but she's not. She's not bleeding to death. She doesn't have an injury that's life-threatening. The EMT cannot do any kind of vitals on this woman when she's refused.
I want you all I have to do is live down the
Well, we're here
Don't
to
tell
help.
me when I can and
We're
cannot
here to
do.
help you. We're not.
Yourself, buddy.
Okay, sure. That'll be great. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're still going to jail.
Tell me to get my goddamn. Hey, stop. No, stop. No! No! This goddamn.
Now, see, the only thing to do right now is close the door. And never, ever, ladies and gentlemen, never, ever put a prisoner behind you, directly behind you, on the driver's side passenger. You put them over there on the passenger side, so if I want to, I can see them in the rearview mirror, or I can just do that and see them as I'm driving. I don't want, never put somebody directly behind you, ever.
Stop it. No!
Well, that didn't take too long. The officers now have a full-blown Karen on their hands. It really doesn't take much to set a Karen off, and it's going to be a long night because this Karen is not going down without a fight.
No! Can you step outside? Stop. Get it off. If you get it off. If you quit.
All right, she's refusing. She's refusing. We're done.
Get it off.
She's refusing.
Thank you. Foot in the car now.
Stop.
You don't say stop, ladies and gentlemen. At this moment in time, and I don't have ESP in, when this dog, because I'm predicting the future, there's going to be a dog right about a half a block down the road that's going to jump out in front of the patrol unit. And I'm going to have to hit that brake really, really hard to keep from hitting that dog. My prisoner being handcuffed, all with the momentum of the brakes, can only go forward with the forehead. Bam! And she'll stop that kicking. If she doesn't, then a deer or another dog, I'm good at this ESPN, aren't I? Another dog will jump out in front of the patrol unit a couple of blocks later, and I have to slam on the brakes again. And that's going to happen all the way to jail until she stops kicking.
You keep taking them hobbling. You're gonna get hobbled.
Hobbled.
Nope, too late for that. We've been more than patient with you.
See, they're wasting resources. The screen test, which I applied for 17 years, always worked 100% of the time. Now, sometimes the suspect was really stubborn, and it took 2 or 3 times for him to get the message, or her. But yeah, it works. You don't have to pull over and hobble them. Hobbling is something they did back in England in the 1600s. Breaking their kneecaps and shit. That's hobbling, okay? Not their kneecaps, their ankles. Anybody that's seen, what is that, Mercy? No. What's that, was it Mercy? No, that's not it. James Caan and, yeah, Misery. That's hobbling. And this guy's like, we're going to hobble you. Wrong terminology, slick dick.
Michelle, and you want to act like this, so this is what's going to happen. Do you understand me? All right.
The police are taking.
And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to pay extra attention on how this kindergarten teacher that's wearing this badge is talking to the suspect. Like she's 3 years old. Like she's she's fixing to come into her kindergarten class in a couple of years. That's not what you need in law enforcement. You're dealing with criminals. You're dealing with crazy ass people that will cut your throat just to go home.
Out a hobble, which is a nylon cord with snap hooks used to secure the feet and legs of a combative suspect. This not only protects the officers while driving, but it helps prevent the suspect from hurting themselves.
I don't care if they hurt themselves.
Kick me.
It's their body. Do what you want.
Give me your feet. All right, grab her on the other side. Stop!
Stop! Stop now. And stop. I'll stop, I promise. No, you won't. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Please stop. Stop. Please.
Yeah, see, I think if they say stop enough, it will absorb into her little pea brain and she'll just stop. I'm sure of it. Yeah, just keep saying that, numbnuts. Stop. Yeah, that works.
Please stop. Please stop. I will. I will.
Yeah, she's kicking the officers, but guess whose fault that is? The officers. Why are they wasting resources and time? You screen test her a couple of times and you keep going. And she stops kicking, you get her to the jail and you open the back door and that's it. I've had prisoners go into a seizure while en route to the jail. Do you think for 1 second I pulled over the side of the road and called 1052, which is an ambulance? Nope. I got to the Sally Port, brought the nurse out, let the nurse make that decision. I'm not a medical professional. I don't know what he's doing flopping around in the back. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about a criminal. Period.
Stop! Give me your foot.
No. I'm not.
This woman was warned, and she didn't listen. She has only one person to blame for this entire situation, herself. Is this consequence enough to scare the Karen out of her?
She said she's gonna fight him.
Say that.
Said you're not gonna
I
take.
did not say that. I said you.
You said you weren't gonna take my recommendation.
Oh, you buddy. You buddy. Get away from me.
Stop.
Now, can you see how their kindergarten approach has worked so delicately on this suspect? They've been so kind and nice and sweet. I mean, you almost want to call them Officer Cream Puff. But you see how it hasn't worked? The strong arm of the law will work. You don't be Mr. Nice Guy. You're not their friend. You're not their kindergarten teacher. You give them direct orders and you enforce those orders. And she wouldn't be acting this way when I got her in the Sally Port.
Get away from me.
Stop.
Get away from me.
See, this is where you pull her by her hair of the head and just snatch her ass out of the patrol unit. That's it. You don't play. I'm not going to play with it. I'm just going to grab her by the hair of the head and snatch her out of the backseat of the car.
Get away, buddy. Get away.
They act this way because they know they can. They're dealing with spineless pieces of shit with a badge.
Stop.
Oh, yeah, there's a stop again. That's going to work. Stop! Stop or I'll say stop again. That's what he should say. Stop or I'm going to say stop again. Don't make me do it. Ooh. See, these officers have no clue how to do their jobs. Are we going to get somebody else out here? Why do you need somebody else out here? If you'd have done exactly what I said, grab her by the hair of the head, it's not going to kill her. We're not going to kill her or anything. You grab her by the hair of the head, we're going to enforce respect. And snatch her out of the backseat of that car, let her land on the concrete, and then pick her up. Now, are you ready to walk in there, or am I going to drag you? That's an attention getter and an attitude adjustment. They're allowing this to happen.
Not happening.
Go get somebody else!
Nope.
This isn't an ice cream shop where you get to pick what flavor of police officer you want. This entitled Karen still thinks she's in charge. It's like watching a spoiled
She is in
toddler
charge.
throw a
She is in charge. She's acting like a little toddler because that's how the officers have been treating her, like a little toddler.
tantrum in the candy aisle.
Let me out!
Nope.
Please, I'm sorry. Please let me finish, please. I can't do this.
We have detective inactivity during your current live. Complete the verificate. Go live. Go to what? Inactivity? Hold on. I don't get it. What do you mean inactivity? I guess there's nobody talking. Yeah, that was TikTok saying there's no activity in my stream. Now, guys, it is raining outside. We got a thunderstorm, so if everything goes blank, you know I just lost power. Of course, everything's on a battery backup. Of course, the internet, I don't, because I lose power of the internet from the pole, not from inside, so.
I can't. Please, let me go. Please. Are you not listening?
See, ladies and gentlemen, had they done what I said do, grab her by the hair of the head. Yes, we've done it. Snatch her ass out and let her go. As soon as she clears the door, you just let her go and fall on the concrete. Then you stand her ass up. That's an attitude adjustment, and it gets her attention that she's not going to act that way. And she will politely, been there, done this many a times, walk down the hallway to the jail, apologizing. Officer Patterson, I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was saying. I'm sorry. Shut the fuck up. Excuse my F-bomb, but I had to use it because it's the only thing that fit, because that's exactly what I said to him. I don't want to hear your bullshit. You're sorry my ass. Yeah, she's still in the car. Because the officer's waiting for somebody else to come out to the Sally port because he's scared to death. Little coward.
Stop.
The riots in England were crazy.
She can
Yeah, I think I have it up.
She wants, but the police officer is not going to forget everything she has done tonight. Listen to the way her voice changes when she doesn't get what she wants. It's like Dr. Jekyll
But
and Mrs. Hyde.
Scousers don't fuck about, neither does a man.
Surprising.
And then the young...
I'm gonna spray the shit out of you. Yeah, Aunt Jemima there, you know, that's Jenny Craig's got a warrant out for her arrest. Yeah, what can she do? Nothing. Law enforcement, ladies and gentlemen, is a physical job. You got to be physically fit to do it. It's not a hangout for obese idiots, but that's what they use it for. They come in when they're in their 20s and they're fit and they're good. And by the time they're 35, they look like a Pillsbury Doughboy guy. I mean, just obese and nasty looking. You think you'd find any military men that looks like that? No, because military is a physical job. So is law enforcement. No overweight or obese people should be in law enforcement. They should mandate that you pass a physical agility test every 3 years. Well, at least she snatched her, didn't beg her. You can't be nice. Law enforcement's not about being nice. It's getting these criminals off the streets. Why do you got to be nice to do that? I wasn't. Nobody on my shift was. We went after the criminals. No holds barred.
For violent and uncooperative detainees, they put a cloth sack over their heads so they cannot bite or spit on the police officers. So that's what this crazy Karen got, along with charges for resisting arrest with violence and battery on a law enforcement officer. On March.
And let me tell you something. Somebody said, hey, Miss T. Gunn, yeah, there's 7 officers. Usually it was just me and the jailer. And the nurse standing off in the background watching. That's it. The girl's like 105 pounds. Why do you need 7 officers? You don't. It's a waste of resources. They're a bunch of cowards, and they're scared to do anything.
March 8th, 2023, in Orange County, Florida, a police officer ran a car's license plate and it came back as a suspended license and a state-issued seize tag order. The officer pulled the vehicle over and confronted the female driver.
Stop. How you doing?
Stop or I'll say stop again.
245 Bravo, copy of overall control. As soon as I get your license, I'll be glad to tell you.
Now this officer's standing in the wrong spot. See, you almost put, you don't put it there because you don't want to scratch your car, but you almost put the buckle of your Batman belt almost against the car. What was that? Oh shit. What just happened? Am I still on TikTok? But you put that buckle of your Batman belt almost against, you're almost leaned against their car and you're leaning over like this talking to her. Where this guy's standing, all she has to do is say, yeah, let me get it. Bang! See how quick that is? You don't have time to react. He's standing right there in the line of fire. Bang! That's it. Done. She drives away. If I'm standing where I'm supposed to be standing, you see that line that separates the driver door from the back door? You should be to the right of that line, leaning in. So when I see her pull a gun, I just do this, step back, open fire. It's all about safety. Of course, who am I to talk about safety? I'm the one that was taken out of law enforcement because I dropped my guard on a 911 hang-up call. So there is that. I was the idiot that night.
1549 Robert. Thank you, ma'am.
So the numbers are gifts. So those numbers, the 17 and all is gift. Yeah, okay. So the people that came in earlier, they've given me 16 gifts and 16, what was the other ones? 12, 18, 24. Okay, that's what the numbers are for. It's past gifts.
Your license actually comes back suspended and you have a seize tag order in reference to your car insurance. Yeah.
1,188 likes. Hey guys, don't forget to like the video on YouTube and Rumble.
You made the payment, but you didn't take care of everything else. Because it says in my record.
Oh, thank you, Miss
You
Susan.
can't drive. Your license is
You sent
suspended.
a Galaxy. I don't know what that is, but
When's the last time you
I
had
got a
ticket?
Galaxy.
I haven't been pulled over yet. The first one to pull me over in months.
So you've never had a ticket before?
No, only red light cameras.
Red light cameras? Okay.
That still counts as a ticket. But what this woman doesn't know is that the officer can see her history, so it would be pretty stupid and pointless to lie to him. The worst scenarios often start with these small mistakes. One lie leads to another until the situation becomes out of control.
This shows you live in Kissimmee. The paperwork that you filled out yesterday. I'm sorry? Well, because you have to have the correct address on your license. That's a civil infraction. The Kissimmee one?
That's nitpicking.
Okay, well, why would you write incorrect information?
Look on TikTok. I'm looking. What is it?
Okay. I'll be right back.
The officer finds out that this woman has had 4 previous suspensions on her record. As the officer sits in his car inspecting her paperwork, the woman gets impatient, gets out of her car, and walks towards the police car.
Have a seat at your car.
What is this
Have a seat in your car
1K?
when I'm done. Ma'am, I don't care. You have to have a seat in the car.
What does that mean? It says I've got 1K in diamonds. And 1,188 likes. Do I really got 1K in diamonds? No, it says over here I've only got 1. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just trying to learn TikTok
You don't
again.
have the right to get out.
I have the right to do whatever I want. If I can get out of my car, I can get out of my car.
No, you do not have the right to do whatever you want when I have you detained. You're going to do what I tell you to do, as long as it's a lawful order. Now, I can't tell her to take her shorts off. You know, that, use common sense, right? But within reason, if I give her a lawful order, like, go over and sit on the curb right now. If she doesn't do it, I will arrest her for refusal to comply. I would tell her to go over and sit down because I don't want her standing in the middle of the roadway. It's for her safety. But I don't have to explain that to her. Get your stupid ass over there on the curb. We just didn't play this. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to hurt your feel-goods or nothing, but
Can I tell me I cannot get out of my car?
Yes, I can.
How can you not?
you don't know. I don't know what diamonds mean either. But it says 1K. Let's see, what does that mean?
Get back in your car.
Diamonds is 1,000. Gifts is 1.
Okay. Ma'am, you're losing your car today. I'm impounding the car.
Okay.
I'm taking your license.
Okay, wait. I found some new data with TikTok. If I click over here on the actual TikTok live studio, it says diamonds 1,000, gifts 1, viewers 2, total views is 91. Over here it says viewers is 91 on my chat. Viewers 91, but it's actually total viewers. So I've had 91 people come into my stream saying, oh, this guy's a dick, and leave. So it's not 91 viewers, it's 91 total views. They didn't like me very much. It was my ponytail. It was either my ponytail or my no, they didn't even know about my butterfly, so it couldn't have been that. Likes is 1,388, comments is 24. Okay. Now we're cooking with grease. Miss Susan D1 was correct. I was absolutely wrong. She was saying, hey, numbnuts. Hey, you only got 3 viewers, idiot. And I'm sitting there arguing, no, it says 86 here. No, Susan. I stand corrected. But it does say total viewers on this side and total views on this side.
And I'm taking your tag.
How are you?
So if you want to call some...
The entitled Karen says she has to pick up her kids. It's pretty unbecoming to become a mother yet still behave this way. Just plain dumb. Realizing he has a Karen on his hands, the officer calls for backup.
What was that? Did I get banned? No, Am I still live on TikTok, Susan? I don't know.
Ma'am, go stand by your car.
The Dead Man's Trolling Show. How you doing, buddy? He just wound up at the bottom of the totem pole. He's over on TikTok now.
Stand by your car. Okay. Ma'am, you're this close to going to jail.
Now, see, ladies and gentlemen, here's the problem with a spineless bastard with a badge. This is the truth behind the badge. You guys wanted to know, I'm telling you. This spineless piece of shit should have already had this woman in handcuffs for disorderly conduct. She's out in public, in front of a school, on school property, I believe. Yelling, cussing, and screaming. That defines disorderly conduct. Why are you talking to her like she's a kindergartner and not just, okay, you're under arrest. You dumbass bitch. Turn around. Sweep her feet, throw her on the ground, cuff her, pick her up, put her in the backseat of the patrol unit. You don't slam her on the ground unless she starts resisting. Let me make that clear. There's no reason to be violent with her if she's going to just go along. Put your hand behind, you're under arrest. Disorderly conduct. And we're still trying to figure out what other charges.
Okay. This close to go to jail.
No, that might be a shopping center back there. It looks like a school, but I may be wrong. That thing in the background, because she said she was trying to pick up her kid, so I saw the middle part that looks like, you know, the money gun. Oh, okay. Thank you, Miss Susan, on TikTok. But that's not a school. That's a shopping center. Or maybe a community college.
As backup arrives, this Karen gets back into her vehicle, but instead of waiting for the officers, she instead decides to speed away. And that's...
Ladies and gentlemen, I would never even call for backup on this call. There is no reason for me to call for backup on this lady. Now, if my Sergeant Reyes wants to back me up and just ease up behind me because he's not doing anything else, that's fine. But I'm not getting on the 35 station. 10-4 man, I need 1078, my location. I don't need a 1078 on my location. I got this handled.
When things escalate rapidly.
Ron, don't let her go.
Yep, Dead Man, you guys are it. Thank you, Dead Man, for liking the live stream on TikTok. Wait, it says my live is disconnected. Couldn't connect. Try to go to live studio. Am I not live? I just got a message saying, well, either way.
Get out of the car now! Get out of the car! Turn around, put your hands on the back.
What is the problem?
Get out of the car.
Now, see, this is his first mistake. He's got that little toy gun, the little plastic piece of shit that they call a taser. A taser does nothing but give an officer a false sense of security. They think it works, and it only works 1 out of 50 times, if that. Put that toy piece of shit up. Take it off your Batman belt. Throw it away. Whatever you got to do, and use pepper spray. Pepper spray.
What is your problem? What is your problem?
Thank you, Dead Man.
Hurting me.
Now, see, the minute she starts pulling away, you sweep her feet. I'm talking from experience. You sweep her feet, because they're not expecting that. It's easy to do. You just lean her forward, sweep her feet, and she's on the ground. Once she's on the ground, you immediately put your knee in the back of her neck, which holds her to the ground, and you cuff her. I'm not struggling with I'd get my little ass hurt. I'm right now 117.2 pounds. In the line of duty, I was about 118. But I usually fluctuated between Usually between 115, 118. Every now and then I get up to 119 and stop eating for a couple of days and then go back down. But yeah, between 115 and 118, that's where I stayed the whole time I was a cop. This is the exact same uniform, ladies and gentlemen, that I was wearing in 1998, 97, 2000, 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Same one. I mean, same size. I mean, I've gotten newer uniforms through the year. Yeah. But yeah, this is the same one. I had 5 of them. Hey, Nitro, I ain't seen you in like forever. I thought you were like a piece of luggage that got lost at the airport. Glad I clarified what? The abuse that I take. See, I have no idea why all of a sudden somewhere in the last 10, 15 years they've started trying to push them up against the patrol unit instead of sweeping their feet and taking them to the ground. But here comes Wyatt Earp on the scene, and he's trying to hold. That's not how you control somebody, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know how hard it is to control someone that does not want to be controlled when you got them pushed up against the car? I'll tell you what, take your wife, your girlfriend, whatever, put her up against the car, and if she don't want to be there, she'll slip right out. It's very, very difficult to hold somebody up against the car when they don't want to be there. Do you know how easy it is to put my knee in their neck and hold them on the ground? Like snap, crackle, pop, period. Crazy. It's just crazy shit the way they now they're that's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. If you're going to do it that way, then you have to grab her by the back of the hair, back here by her neck. That's the most tenderest spot where your hair is. You grab her there and you yank her to the ground if you're going to do it that way.
Well, you don't get to choose how you get arrested. What did this woman think was going to happen when she sped away from a traffic stop? As the true Karen that she is, she
oh, not the same uniform?
to her.
Now, do you hear this? I've got to get my kids. Now, some people don't know this, but now, since she has made that statement that I've got to get my kids, we're placing her under arrest. She's going to jail. Now it is our responsibility, our liability. It's not responsibility, it's a liability now on us as officers and a department to investigate if she's telling the truth or not. Is her kids at school? Does she really have to go get her kids? Because if so, we have to make arrangements through the mother. You need to call your mama, or their grandparent. You got to call your aunt, your sister, whoever you got to call to go get those kids. If there's nobody to call, we have to be at the school to pick up those kids. So there is that, just so you know. And Dead Man, I know you're sitting there, it's driving you insane. He's saying, glad I clarified the uniform. I was like, what? Clarified what? He said, it's not the same uniform. And it's not the same thong either, Dead Man. It's a different pink thong. So there is that. I know it was killing you to know. You wanted to ask, but you didn't want to seem like, as Fred Sanford would say, but you wanted to ask. It's okay.
You can't take off on a traffic stop. Get in, it's all on video. Get in. Get in.
You're such a...
Now see, ladies and gentlemen, because the officers did not take action in the very beginning when she was disorderly, it escalated. Had the officer not treated her like a kindergartner jumped out of his patrol unit, put her ass on the ground, and put her in cuffs. If she's going to resist, I'm not just going to run over and throw her on the ground. I'm going to say, you're under arrest, turn around. I'm going to give her the opportunity just to turn around and let me cuff her. If not, I'm going to sweep her feet, slam her on the ground, cuff her. None of this other shit would have happened. I would have had her in the backseat of my patrol unit before a backup unit ever got there.
Nope, you're going to jail, ma'am.
I didn't do nothing wrong.
I know. See, that's why I did it, DMS. And ladies and gentlemen, anybody that doesn't know DMS, DMS stands for Dead Man Strolling. And the reason he picked that name is because this man has watched The Green Mile with Tom Hanks probably, I don't know, 37, 39, 42 times. So he said, man, Dead Man Strolling, that would work for me. I don't want to say walking the Green Mile. That'll sound like I'm copycatting. But this is all you need to know about Dead Man Strolling.
Now, this just in, police officers in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, were asking people to be on the lookout for a man who robbed a store. And I think, yeah, I think we do have his description. Can we take that? Let's take his description. Okay. This is the guy they wanted people in Pennsylvania to be out on the lookout for. He's got a nose and some hair that goes like that, and
ugly ass chin.
He's wearing a hat at the time of this particular crime. It's got kind of a chin that comes down to almost a point. Stands about 5 feet 4 inches.
Nitro, thank you for that super chat. You can cancel the search party. Thank God. Here we go.
Well, unfortunately, when you fled from the stop, you did something wrong. When you didn't listen, you did something wrong.
Now, see, ladies and gentlemen, this conversation, number one, does not need to happen. Number two, it's a total waste of time. We are not with this officer, and the officer is the one that initiated this dumbass conversation between him and the suspect. What that is holding court on the streets. He's trying to tell her what she did wrong. I told you you couldn't have a chocolate chip cookie, and you got it anyway. We're trying to make sure the damn things cool down first, but no, you had to snatch one. What the hell? Shut the hell up, officer. You're not going to hold court out here on the streets. I'm not saying nothing to this stupid bitch.
And then when you punched me,
See, and you hit me too. And I was in the sandbox before you were. You see how stupid this sounds?
Yep, you swung and hit me. Now it's battery, Leo. It's all on video. Okay, it's all on video. Ma'am.
This officer is going to argue. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is the truth behind the badge nowadays. You've got a bunch of social worker pieces of shit, spineless bastards, cowards that's wearing a badge. And they're protecting us? No, thank you. I'll let Mr. Glock protect me and my family.
Man, it's all on video.
This woman could have just gotten her car impounded, but instead she decided to be stupid, and now she's responsible for assaulting a police officer.
Did you not just drive off? Did you not just drive off?
Listen at this. This would never happen in law enforcement. Not when I was on duty. Not any shifts in our department. Okay, what the hell was that? Oh, Susan. Oh, Miss Susan just sent me, I'm amazing. And I got a little tiny teddy bear. Can I get a hot chocolate with that? Or is that asking too much?
Yeah, okay. Because with the traffic stop wasn't done, and I told you that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You don't have the right to leave. You don't.
Correct, Cromwell.
You don't have the right to leave. Well, I don't need to understand.
Seriously, I pictured two little 5-year-old kids in a sandbox arguing. That's what this sounds like. This officer is supposed to be a trained professional. No, he's a spineless, coward piece of shit with a badge that should not have a badge. A disgrace to the badge.
Well, I don't know. That's between and them. Well,
A milkshake would work, Miss Susan.
unfortunately, you go to jail today. You'll get booked in.
See, here's the thing. Here's what you got to realize. As a police officer, when we get to a scene or we do a vehicle stop, our whole job is not just to get the criminals off the street or the suspended license off the street, whatever. It's also to de-escalate as quickly as possible. And this whole dumbass conversation that this trained professional officer is having with this suspect is escalating the situation, not de-escalating. You understand? We're not supposed to rile the person up in the back of the patrol unit. I mean, I'm not going to give him a sucker or some bazooka gum or nothing to calm him down either. But I'm not going to entice him and escalate the whole thing. Why? I'm not going to waste my breath on it. I don't got nothing to say to this piece of shit, male or female, whoever's in the backseat of my patrol unit. I don't have nothing to say to them. I've done my job. They're going to jail. End of Alice in Wonderland. It's over.
Okay, so when are you taking me there?
When I'm ready, it's my time. I will get done and we will head that way.
You hurt me. I'm bleeding. You hurt both of my legs.
I'm having a hard time following Karen logic here. How is the police officer the inconsiderate one? Karens think the entire world revolves around them and their schedule, but this Karen is about to get a serious reality check.
And you said I punched you. I can't even throw a punch. I've never even fought like that before. What are you talking about? You got complete control. You're trying to tell me a 130-pound girl was being threw a punch where both her hands behind her back? That's a lie.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
No, we're not.
Just one on a traffic stop. She didn't believe her stuff was suspended.
No, I believe you.
Then she decided to jump when
Everything this officer's doing is escalating the situation. Who got me? Oh, no cup of coffee? Okay. Guys, you can buy me a digital cup of coffee. And I haven't put it in there yet, but that money's going to go for a new Stream Deck. I need another Stream Deck. These are hanging up and shutting off. And, of course, I've had them for 3 years. But you'd seem like, you know, I think I paid $249. I think. I can't remember. It was like $249 through Elgato. You'd think they'd last longer than 3 months. Or 3 months. Not much. Months. Well, I need 2 of them, and I think they're $249 a piece. Yeah.
the car's getting ready to get impounded.
Because I got the 30 buttons, the big ones.
She jumped in the car and took off. So Ron was able to get here, I was able to get there, and then, of course, you know.
Thank you, Miss Susan. Thank you, darling.
Can I fight?
So it was a good day, I guess.
For you.
Nobody got hurt. No one.
I'm hurt.
Yeah, pretty much.
The good thing about police body cameras is that they're really great at catching Karens when they lie. It's extremely hypocritical for this woman to say the police are lying when...
So, ladies and gentlemen, I think body cams and dash cams was the worst thing that ever happened to law enforcement. Because you got these spineless piece of shit officers out there playing for the camera, trying to be the little kindergarten teacher, the Mr. Nice Guy, all that, all because it's being recorded. I never had a dash cam. I never had a body cam. They didn't exist. We did our job just fine. I never lost a case. You can't say, well, you know, they need it for court. We didn't have it for court. I never lost a case. Not one. I've dropped a few cases for favors for other officers or the DA or, you know, the magistrate. I've dropped a few cases before, but I've never lost a case. Whoa, that's loud. Holy shit. got to do something with that shit. Ugh. You guys hear that shit? That was way too loud. Testing 1, 2, 3. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's right. Okay, so put that there. What was that? Buy coffee? No, it's not there. Okay. Control audio, use. That I had that thing at the right level, and then all of a sudden it's not doing it right. I already saw the properties. That was really loud. No filters. Huh. I don't know. All right, let's go.
She lied to them from the start.
You gotta go home, open up a cold beer, right? Who's gonna feed my kids? Who's gonna put my to bed? They're gonna wonder where their mother is. But she went to pay her money to the court.
And that's my problem. How? You should have thought about that shit before you're out here driving on a suspended, screaming and yelling in public for disorderly conduct, resisting arrest. You should have thought about all that.
When they want to go to Disney, and I can't even take them because I have to work.
Well, I'm sorry. A lot of kids want to go to Walt Disney World. Yeah, but that don't mean you're going.
To pay these tickets from these red light cameras because I'm trying to go to work. And then you're gonna throw me on the ground and then say throw punch.
See, you'd be amazed on how a screen test would shut her up. Just saying.
How do I even get out? Like, what the doesn't make any sense. You see 2 car seats in the back. What the does that mean? I didn't do nothing. No, nothing. She threw a punch. She drove up. Yeah, to find out why the girls lied. I was just there and paid a lot of money that I don't have.
Not a lot of what this woman is saying makes any sense.
Correct.
She doesn't seem to understand that this entire situation could have been avoided. But instead, this Karen was charged with resisting an officer with violence, obstruction without violence, fleeing and eluding police.
What? Hi, Mike. How you doing, buddy?
Off the year with some bad
What do you mean,
decisions.
rape?
On January
What are you talking
12,
about?
2024,
A puff from the
officers
Pepper
respond
Dragon
to
would
a
help,
call from
too.
a hotel about a couple fighting.
Okay. Okay. Yes, ma'am. What happened?
Ear rape? Yeah. She's screaming too loud.
He was out for a long time. I came home, showered, took a nap, went out tonight to, have dinner and just hang out. And then he was just very confrontational. Okay. Did you guys spend the evening together, or did you get separated at some point? No, I left.
So now we got a dumb piece of shit that can't even speak clear English wearing a badge. That's gonna escalate shit just because of her freaking accent. You can't understand half of what she's saying. Hey, Kyle, how you doing, buddy?
Okay. He was very argumentative. So I came back to the room, and I was like, you need to go. You have to go. And then it was just... Argument? Yeah. Back and forth? Yeah. Is it, because he's drunk? Yeah. Okay. What's the main issue? Why is he being rude? Okay. Because his sandwich was late. I mean, that's so silly. Is this... It's ridiculous. Is this like a normal behavior? It's not. I mean, he's usually very patient and very cool, and we're okay. Okay. But how long have you guys been married? We're not even legally married. Okay. So how long have you been together? 7 years.
7 years.
As far as this officer knows, this woman is the victim in the situation. It's always important for officers to get background information about the couple in question because it can help them figure out.
Yes, at a 1016, which is a domestic, you always, as quickly as you possibly can, figure out who the primary aggressor is. Because most of the time, ladies and gentlemen, and when I say most of the time, I'm talking high 80s. Most of the time, it's the female that ends up being the primary aggressor. Because they think, in the eyes of the law, they can slap the shit out of a man, and when the man retaliates, he's going to jail. And when it's a female officer, that's always the case. But when you've got men on the scene with backbones and logic, we look for the actual primary aggressor instead of just looking for the dude.
How to approach the situation.
You live together back home?
Yeah.
Okay. Any children?
No. Okay. Question.
Any arguments before this?
Really?
Like workloading?
No,
this is the first time?
I just needed him to come away.
She sounds, the officer, sounds like a 911 dispatcher. I'm not asking, I don't give a fuck what they're doing back home. I don't care if they have any kids. Why am I asking that? I care about what's happening right now. Not what happened last week, unless it has something to do with what's going on right now. This dumbass bitch with the badge is asking all the wrong questions. She should be asking, is there any weapons in the room? Any guns, knives, anything? Did he hit you? Did you hit him? If he hit you, do you have any marks? Where did he hit you? Let me see. Those are the kind of questions you ask at a 1016. Not, hey, when was the last time you had a family reunion? What's your mother's blood type? I mean, these questions are just irrelevant.
Because it was like getting in my face, and I'm like, I don't do that. I don't like to argue.
Yeah. So
he's gone now.
Okay. What did he say? Where is he going? Or what did he say?
I have no idea. But he's like, just. I'm like, and I smacked him, and he smacked me back, and it's nothing that's. I'm not hurt. I mean, I'll probably have a bruise, but I don't give a...
I made that up, trooper.
Okay,
I just threw that in there.
So she's admitting she's the one that initiated the violence when she smacked him first.
She's the primary aggressor. Ladies and gentlemen, if a woman slaps you, hits you, you have a right to defend yourself. Of course, you can't, you got to watch how much strength you put into defending yourself because you're usually stronger than a woman. But still, you don't have to stand there and let a woman slap on you. Me, I just walk out. I'm not going to hit her, but she's the primary aggressor. And that's usually the case. If the officer does his job correctly, we always find out that the woman initiated it. She's the primary aggressor. Yeah, she's got blood coming from her nose, but she slapped the shit out of the guy in the back of the head, and we got a handprint in his lower neck to prove it. And the kids say, Mama slapped the shit out of Daddy. I mean, yeah, it's usually the woman that's the primary aggressor.
Really play into her whole "I'm the victim" narrative.
There never arguments, but he was very confidential. I'm like, stop.
Does your arm hurt? Can I have a look?
Okay. Just like put it on my back,
Waste of a uniform. She's taking a job away from a man.
Okay.
That's how I see any female officer. They're taking a job away from a man.
Just put me down like he's in your job.
It's important during domestic violence incidents that police take pictures for evidence. Some wounds can heal fast, and then all evidence is gone. But is the alleged mark on her arm enough to prove that her husband is the aggressor?
So after you tried to get him off of you, what?
Push me down. Just held me down.
Held you down by what?
Like, you're not gonna touch me. You're not gonna...
Okay. So he held you down, like, kind of like in your chest area or hands?
My back. Like, I flipped over to protect me. I flipped over.
Okay. How did you manage to call us, and at what point?
and I get in my phone, my watch. And I was
Okay,
like,
so
call.
you called through the watch, and when he heard you calling, that's when he left? Okay. What does he look like? Just so I, you know, when I see him.
Bald-headed white man with a big belly. I was just grateful I had my watch, so I could take, call, get him away from me.
Did you not have access to your phone, or what did you
Well,
use?
it's in my purse.
Oh, okay.
This whole thing, ladies and gentlemen, is a total waste of resources. Total waste of resources. No matter who gets arrested, the other one's not going to testify against her. The other one's not going to testify against him. It's a waste of resources.
Don't be sorry.
Now that the officers have gotten the wife's...
Why this dumbass called the police department? Because she slapped... Now, you got to follow along. She slaps him. He grabs her and holds her down on her back, say, you're not going to do that. And then he gets up and leaves. You called the police department. Why? The threat is gone. He left. There's no... we shouldn't even be there.
Testimony, they search the hotel for the husband. As they're about to leave the premises, a man matching the husband's description enters the lobby.
So I understand there was some misunderstanding between you and your lady?
My wife.
Your wife?
Yes.
She told me you were not married, so...
No, we're married.
You're married?
Yeah.
Okay. She just, well, she just never changed her last name?
No.
Okay.
No, she just kept it as is.
Okay.
So,
how long have you been married?
Actually, it's our anniversary week. It's be 6 years on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happened tonight?
So basically, well, went down to the Ball Street, went to Irish Kevin's, ordered a Reuben sandwich, and literally it was like 40 minutes, still haven't received it. And so I asked the guy, I said, what about our sandwich? He's like, well, it shall be come up. I said, it's been 40 minutes. He said, no, you just ordered 10 minutes ago. My wife didn't like how I dressed him. She left, took an Uber. We had some text messages, all that good stuff. I came back to the hotel room, verbal discussions. She slapped me. I restrained her hands. She called 911.
And you have every right to do that.
For real. I just simply like, okay, I'm diffusing the situation.
And that's the gentleman thing to do. Woman hits you, don't hit her back. Just hold her down. You're not going to do that. Get up and leave. That de-escalates it. A woman hitting you is totally different than you hitting a woman. A lot more strength goes in behind your hit. Well, maybe not me. I'm only 117 pounds. She probably hit me harder. But, yeah, he did exactly what he should have done.
So, obviously, I left. Cooled off.
Yeah, the Olympics celebrated it.
The husband's side of the story is missing one detail, that he did not slap her back. In situations like this, it's hard to prove who did what, and that's why the police have to conduct...
Correct. That's why this is a waste of resources. If this was my call, I'd look at him. Is everything cool? You're all right? Ma'am, are you all right? Okay. You guys have a good evening. 35 station. I'm back 10-8, status 4. Status 4 is a little miscellaneous report. Made contact with each individual. I'm not arresting her. I mean, she didn't hit him like life-threatening injuries or anything. So, I'm done. I'm back 10-8. Ready to handle another call. But I'm sure this kindergarten cop bitch is going to just keep going.
Thorough interrogations.
So you were arguing and you were in bed and she was...
So now we've got another officer on scene that we don't need. There's nothing...
I went, well, we had exchanged words, right? And so I went to lay on the bed. She got frustrated, come over, slapped me right in the face. I might even have still an imprint from it. I'm not sure.
I'm going to shine the light on you. Okay. You can just stay normal.
Oh, yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. I'm not making any statement that's against my wife. If she slapped the shit out of me, I probably deserved it. I'm not telling an officer at all that she slapped the shit out of me. Why would you do that? She didn't come at me with a knife to kill me. She didn't shoot at me. She slapped me. I've had worse than that, falling off my bike at 12 years old. Come on. You told God, forsaking all others, as long as you both shall live. Forsaking all others. And you're going to roll over on your wife and make a statement that she slapped you. That's the most cowardice thing that a man could ever do.
Okay, so she slapped you like that?
Yes. After she slapped me and was ready to slap again, I literally held her wrist to where she would not hit me anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
And after that, what happened?
After that point, I think I packed my stuff. I literally, you can see it, I tried to call her to see what's going on. She is my wife, you know, so, but here's, see, the redness on my face. So she called 911.
Now he's producing evidence for the cops against his wife. That's screwed up.
Exact words were that she wants somebody out of the room. And I'm like, are you for real?
All right, hang out with Officer Ham for a moment. I'll be back in a second.
Now the police have photo evidence that proves the matter.
And remember, I'd already be back tonight. I would have let this go a long time ago. I would have made sure he's okay. Went and talked to her. Are you okay? I'm fixing to go. I'm leaving. Are you okay? Okay. You don't want to press charges, do you? Do you want to press charges against her? Okay, I'm back tonight.
That side of the story. The only part of both the husband and wife story that seemed to match is that she slapped him. The officer has made her decision about the investigation and goes back to confront the wife.
Where is your ID again? Okay, that's your purse? Okay.
Is something going on? I mean, what am I dealing with? Why? What's going on?
I'll explain in just a second. Can you do me a favor?
That means she's going to jail.
Same.
When she said, I'll explain in just a few minutes, that means she's going to jail, which is bullshit. I wouldn't have. Please. They've been together for 7 years or 6 years. Come Sunday, they're there on their anniversary weekend. I shouldn't even be there. See, this is officer discretion. I'm not doing shit with this. I don't see any bodily injuries. I don't see any life-threatening ordeals going on. I'm back tonight.
Just step out here, please. Okay. Turn around, place your hands behind your back. You are getting arrested for a domestic battery. You've been determined to be...
Now, here's what's going to happen. We've already wasted all these resources. And here's exactly, I've done it thousands of times. Arrest her, take her to the jail, do an A and B, which is arrest and booking sheet. She's going to be put in a holding cell. She's going to bond out on probably a $1,500 bond. That's the average. So she'll be out of jail by morning. Come court date, the witness, who's the husband, will not show up for court. Case dismissed. They have no evidence. They don't have any testimony. That picture of his face, yeah, that's evidence. It would go along with his testimony to prove his testimony. But that picture all by itself don't mean jack shit. It's not evidence if there's no testimony to go with the evidence, the picture. So all this, just to waste the court's time and say, case dismissed. That's it.
Primary aggressor in this altercation throughout my investigation.
Exactly.
Yeah, let me do this first.
Exactly, Cromwell.
Sell the calm one. I don't understand that.
I'm sorry?
Sell the calm one today.
If my wife busted my nose, I'm not calling nobody. And if an officer showed up, no. I was getting out of the bathtub. Bam. I slipped right onto the floor and hit my nose. I'm not testifying against my wife to an officer. I'm not going to court and hell no. It's me and her against the world. This bald-headed bastard is wrong. Should have never said nothing negative against his wife.
Okay, so is this your phone? That's gonna.
Yeah, exactly.
This purse? Okay.
Phone, please. I can't call somebody to help
Yes, absolutely.
See how ridiculous this whole arrest is? Totally ridiculous. I don't give a shit what O.J. Simpson did, okay? Well, I do care, but there's nothing we can do about it. That bastard's dead, and the world's a better place without him. But that doesn't mean we have to change it for everybody. I don't agree with the domestic violence laws. See, because we already had those laws. Battery was already illegal. Assault was already illegal. Why do we got to call it domestic violence? No, it's battery, it's assault. That's it. We already had those laws in place. The only difference now is it's up to the officer whether we arrest. And before it was, I would tell him, if you want to press charges against your wife, you need to go down to magistrate tomorrow, swear out a warrant on her, and we'll come back tomorrow afternoon and serve the warrant. But in order for him to get a warrant, he's got to fill out an affidavit under penalty of perjury. We have his statement on record. So if he doesn't show up for court, we still have his affidavit under penalty of perjury. That's to stop wasting court's time, stop wasting officers' time. Now with these new domestic violence laws, which was the treasonous liberals' way of saying, look what we're doing, yay for us. It's a bunch of bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. Total bullshit. More paperwork for officers, more paperwork for the clerk of court, more paperwork for the judge. And it never goes anywhere. It's all bullshit. Because trust me, for years and years and years, battery and assault was always illegal. I don't need to call it domestic violence and give assault and battery a fancy name. And that's all they did. It's a joke.
You're gonna see the judge first thing in the morning, and then he's gonna decide.
My arm hurts.
Is it okay with you to...
My left arm hurts.
Your left arm?
And right about now, she's wishing she'd have never called 911. That was her fault. And it's the officer's fault that it's went this far.
Okay, right here, right? Okay, I'm gonna...
Interesting how now that the handcuffs are...
They don't do it in the Philippines either. We're the only country that does that shit, Eternal. All because of O.J. freaking Simpson. That's the only reason. The liberals, the treasonous piece of shit liberals, grabbed onto that and said, oh, we can get votes out of this. And they called assault and battery domestic violence if you're married. They don't have to go and fill out an affidavit anymore. They don't have to go and swear out a warrant anymore. The officer does all that. Of course, I don't swear out a warrant. I just charge them. And it goes nowhere. Trust me when I say 99.999 and a few more decimals goes nowhere. The victim does not testify against the suspect.
Her arm really hurt so much more. This Karen tried to get her husband arrested, but instead, she's now the one going to jail. This is why cops always have to get all sides of the story to make sure that only the guilty ones face the consequences.
Put this on for me so you don't get hurt.
So, my room, he was the aggressor. This is so not right.
Can you make sure the room closes?
Now, does anybody here think for 1 second that if it was like it should be, like it used to be, before 1995 or 96 is when they started this bullshit, does anybody think that Elmer Fudd, her husband, would have went down to magistrate and took out a warrant against his wife in the morning? No. If he'd have left him alone in the morning, that it wouldn't have had breakfast and been, baby, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to slap you like that. I was just upset and a little tipsy. Oh, it's okay, baby. You can make it up to, give me a sponge bath and we'll call it even. I mean, they would have been fine. Just fine.
And I'm probably gonna get fired from my job.
And I totally disagree with those seatbelts. Do you know how, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. First of all, I've cut so many dead bodies out of a seatbelt. It's not even funny. I've watched, I'm trying not to get a mental picture. I have watched people burn to death in their car, in their pickup truck. I've heard the screams and the yelling and couldn't get to them because of the flames, because of a freaking seatbelt. But beyond that, do you know how dangerous it is for an officer to take a seatbelt, lean over a suspect, my ear that far away from their mouth as I lean over to buckle the seatbelt? Think about that for a moment. My ear's here, their mouth is right here because I'm leaned in, buckling the seatbelt. I'm not doing it. I don't give up. They don't need a seatbelt on. They're not going nowhere in the event of an accident anyway. They're on the other side of a cage. They're going to stay between there. A seatbelt is to stop from being thrown through the freaking front window, right? That's not going to happen. There's a cage there. I'm not doing it. That is so freaking dangerous.
Tonight, your wife is...
And don't even get me started on these piece of shit car seats for kids. You have no idea how dangerous those things are. And in the middle of a traumatic moment where your car is on fire, in a standing position, ladies and gentlemen, when everything is calm and cool and the birds are chirping, it takes a woman 5-10 minutes to buckle that kid in that damn car seat. It looks like a cockpit. You got to buckle here and then bring this one up in here and then strap this over here. Imagine having to try to get that kid out quickly when the car's on fire. And it's sad to say, I don't want to go there. They're very, very dangerous.
being arrested. She is going to county. In Florida, domestic violence is taken seriously, which I'm sure it is elsewhere too.
And see, every one of my kids, we'd brought them home with my wife holding them in her arms in the passenger seat. Every one.
But we have what's called a preferred arrest, which means if we could determine a prime...
We're the only country that uses them, Eternal. We're the only country where it's. But see, here's what you guys don't understand, though. These lobbyists, they lobbied for. There was two companies at the time that were making car seats, and both companies were about to go out of business. Well, the wife of, or excuse me, one of the people that were on the board of directors with one of these child seat companies, her husband was a senator. So they got a lobbyist to go in and present this bill. It's all about the money. Remember that. It's always about the fucking money. And they saved the child seat companies. And they got all kind of kickbacks from it. I mean, millions and millions of dollars when they put that shit into law. And you're putting your baby's life at risk every time you put them in a cockpit. I would never, ever use one of those piece of shit seats. Ever. Never have, never will.
Primary aggressor on an incident, we have to make that arrest. I know this is...
Did I see your DM? Let me go up.
I'm sure...
I did. You went like that.
You want to happen? I had that.
This crying and manipulative Karen was charged with battery and was placed in county custody for a night. That's one way to spend your...
See? Battery. Battery was already illegal. Assault, already illegal. We don't need to make it or call it domestic violence. That's just the treasonous liberals' way that got votes back in the 90s. That's it. That's all it was about.
Anniversary, And for this couple, it's probably going to be their last
You
one.
damn right the husband had it coming. Don't we usually have it coming?
Two.
A car crash and didn't wear a seatbelt. I believe they were going about 90. See, when people are always saying, you know, if I don't wear a seatbelt, then I'm going to be thrown through this windshield. No, you're not. Because the moment of impact, that whole front windshield is tempered glass. It's all tempered. And unless you put 70% tint on there, it's just going to fall into little tiny pieces and you're going to go through the whole of it. You're not going through a big, thick ass windshield. I would rather be thrown from the car than burn up inside of it.
On October 10th, 2022, officers were...
I was a traffic unit. I was level 3 accident investigator. I could work fatalities, and my God, I've worked my share of them. When I tell you that, I'm not talking, it's not my opinion. It is a fact. Seatbelts kill. Car seats kill. And I don't wear them. You'll never see me wear a seatbelt. My wife don't wear it either. She tried when she first came over here from the Philippines, thinking that was law, because that's not the law in the Philippines. They don't have any kind of laws like that. But she, I gotta be like Americans, and take that damn thing off. We get in a wreck, I want to be able to get the hell out of this vehicle without the buckle locking up and I can't get out.
Called to the scene of an alleged trespass. A female had been observed walking around a prohibited area.
Hi. I don't know if you noticed on the walls, but this is like a no trespassing area.
I was just in here doing my makeup. I'll leave right now.
What's that?
I was just in here doing my makeup.
Okay.
And then right here, ladies and gentlemen, the call's over. It's over. She said, I was sitting here doing she said right before that, okay, I'll leave. I was just sitting here doing my makeup. Okay, ma'am, you have a good day. Thank you, darling. Oh, and your makeup looks great, by the way, but you have a super day. And then I go back into my patrol unit, get on my radio and say this. 35 seconds. Show me 10-8. Status 4. I'm done. But no, I guarantee you this kindergarten cop is going to escalate it.
Do you have an ID?
I don't have it. It's over here down at Denny's.
Huh?
It's here at Denny's.
It's at Denny's, your ID?
Yeah,
What's
my
it?
wallet. It's over there.
What's it doing over there?
It's in my friend's car.
I wouldn't even went that far. Seriously, I wouldn't ask her for ID. My job was, there's no trespassing. She said she would leave. She was just putting on her makeup. You have a good day, darling. I'm done.
Your friend's car. What's your last name? So what are you doing? What are you doing here?
Putting on my makeup.
And what are you waiting on somebody or what? Who are you waiting on?
I crashed doing 70 and ended up at the top of the dashboard. Did you have your seatbelt on, Tons? I know you did. I know you had your seatbelt on. You know how many times I've seen people like that wedged between the fucking steering... Oh, sorry about the F-bomb. Wedged between the steering wheel and the windshield? Because they get thrown forward like that and then they're stuck.
Stay right here. Don't go nowhere.
You should have went through the windshield, and if you didn't... You got to do it right, Tons. You didn't hold your mouth right in the middle of the accident. You got to go through the windshield, which is the tempered glass, if you're going to do it right, man. Don't play around with it. Yes.
Come back here. 7, 8, 9. Go pursuit.
Well, then color me stupid, because I wouldn't have went this far. Really, I wouldn't have. The minute she said she would leave, I'm just there to make her leave the property. No crime's been committed. The people don't want trespassing on the property. You have a good day. So if she's wanted, I'd have just let her go. Because I'm being serious when I said, the minute she said I'll leave, I was just putting on my makeup. You have a good day, darling. And I'd have been back tonight.
I'm going to tase you. You better stop. 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 Put
your hand behind your back.
Nothing says you're guilty faster than when you run from the police. It's
Hi,
the
Miss
stupidest
Bridge.
thing you can do because it's actually illegal. Is this woman gonna smarten up and comply?
Put your hand. Stop. Stop running. Stop running.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay. It's not because Miss Bridge just came in. I just want everybody to know the resemblance between Miss Bridge and Miss Cupcake here. There's a big resemblance there. She looks a lot like Miss Bridge. So now I'm wondering if there's things about Miss Bridge that we didn't know. Just saying.
Okay.
Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back.
Yeah, I think this is Miss Bridge. I'm waiting to get a butt shot so I can confirm. If I see her butt, I can tell you if it's Miss Bridge or not. Let's see.
Stop.
Come on, give us a butt shot.
Go on her stomach. Stop resisting. You're not going anywhere. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back. 789 Central behind the Goodyear.
Hey, Zwick.
Put your hand behind.
Z-Wick. Z-Wick is in the house over on TikTok.
Put your hand behind your back.
Mommy? Did she say mommy? I don't see it, Bridge. I have no idea what Pat is talking about. I see it. I'm just, Miss Susan, I swear to God, I'm just waiting to get a butt shot of these jeans, and then I can tell you without a doubt if it's Miss Bridge or not.
Put your hand behind your back.
Of course, right here, I'm having doubts because I believe, because I've spoken to Miss Bridge, I've heard her voice, we've talked on the phone, and I think there'd be a lot more fancy words being used at this moment in time. A lot more fancy words, like, yeah, you know, like a sailor would use. Uh-huh.
I guess complying was too much to ask from her. Thankfully, this woman is not a track star. The officer continues to hold the woman down until
Now, Miss Bridge looks like a track star, so there is that.
backup arrives to help.
Put your hand behind your back.
And she is absolutely right. She wasn't doing anything wrong. So if she has warrants for murder out of the state of Florida, I would have let her go. Seriously, the moment she said, I will leave, I was just putting on my makeup. Darling, your makeup looks great. You have a great day, darling. 35 station, I'm back 10-8, status 4. I'm done. Made contact with suspect. Stated she would leave property. Went back 10-8. End of statement. That's it.
You're not letting me. You're not letting me. I can't move. You're not letting me move.
Yeah, you're not gonna let go. Let go.
Now you got officers running balls to the walls, trying to get to this officer like he needs help. You hear the sirens in the background? Over nothing. So the officers are putting everybody on the roadway in danger because they're hauling ass, lights and sirens to get to this guy. And there's no reason for it. Again, this would have been over a long time ago. Have a good night, darling. Z-Wick, it's been a while, buddy. Okay, wait. Okay, number one, her titties are too big to be Miss Bridge. Hold on, let me see. Give me a butt shot. No, I don't think that's Miss. Nah. No, that's not Miss Bridge. Her waist is too wide. Her titties are too big, And this woman's got a little pub belly, a little one. Miss Bridge don't have that. So, Miss Bridge, I would like to personally apologize for me even thinking, for it even entering my mind that this might be you. I apologize.
Sticker poke me in any way. Spread your feet. No, I don't have nothing at all. Spread your feet.
Spread your feet. Listen.
Do you have any needles? I don't want to get poked.
Nothing else.
Spread your feet.
Wait for a second. Let me turn it around for you.
Listening to instructions is not this Karen's strong suit. The officer.
Okay, here's my thing. Other than running from the officer, I'm real curious on what the charges are.
Tried to get witness statements regarding their suspects, but the neighborhood is filled with some strange individuals.
Okay, let me get your information. Huh?
I'm real surprised this officer ain't going to charge that woman with theft of a shopping cart. Because you know she didn't buy that cart off Amazon.
Hold on.
Everything's all right.
Huh?
I need to talk to my attorney first.
What are you talking about?
Before I speak to you. I need to speak to that person's attorney. Not you.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about...
You know what you're talking about.
Do you see what he... Yes, I do. I know the Constitution. Yeah.
Well, good for you, but...
Shut up.
Did you witness it or not?
Yes, I did.
Okay, you didn't witness anything. Hey, it's Brianna, right? Is that right? Brianna. Hey, EMS is going to check you out real quick. Are you hurting anywhere?
Yeah.
Where are you hurting? Your face?
Yeah.
Like what part of your...
Ladies and gentlemen, the minute I put her in the cuffs, the minute the cuffs locked, my hands would have went up to her face and removed those sunglasses. Dumbass officer.
The side of my head.
Side of your head?
Yeah, it's not around.
Okay, we're going to get you checked out real quick, okay?
I don't know, Miss Bridge. I think I'm beginning to think my buddy Maxie was just screwing with me. Of course, I'm not sure, but my account is still not up and running on Twitch, so I don't know. But I do have some good news. I have been live on TikTok for 2 hours and 13 minutes, and I have yet to be banned. That's quite a feat for me. I'm very proud of that record. Absolutely. Hell yeah. I am not banned yet. So there is that, right? Yeah, he's checking on it.
I'm going to take these off, so I'll put them with your property, okay?
Finally, he took the sunglasses off. I would have done that before I ever put her in the patrol unit.
Nothing else stashed on you? Okay. Hang tight. EMS will check you out here in a minute, okay? You want to know your social security number? You're not coming back on file, okay? You're not, your information
Yeah.
that you gave the sergeant's not coming back on file. Can you spell your name for me?
Is R? R-E-Y-E.
And I would also like to say that Miss Bridge has a lot prettier lips than she does. Really. Yeah. I've got it up here. I don't even need to look at a picture. Yeah, her lips are a lot prettier than hers. This is not Miss Bridge. For the record, this is not Miss Bridge. And I'm appalled that anybody would even think that.
Sorry, R-A-Y-N-E? Raina?
Yeah.
That's your first...
I hit my head hard.
Brianna, listen. We're going to get you...
I hit my head hard.
Okay.
She hit her head so hard she forgot her own name and social security number? This Karen thinks she's being smart by not giving police her name, but she doesn't realize the police...
See, I'd have been like, well, darling, I think that's the first time you used your head in about 5 years, right?
Can hold her for as long as they want until they get her identified.
But you know your birthday. You're able to tell me your name?
I agree, Miss Susan.
We're going to get you checked out.
Take her to the hospital. I'll just fingerprint her.
Okay. You want me to take her now, Sarge? She hasn't been photographed.
Damn.
She hasn't been photographed yet.
So now you need your Sarge on the scene to do your job. So this officer, this spineless piece of shit, is asking the Sarge what to do. Did you hear that? Listen, he's asking him what to... Well, do you think I should photograph it? What? You don't know how to do your job?
She hasn't been photographed yet.
Just watch out. She's gonna try and run.
No, I know. I got it. Brianna, but she said she doesn't know where.
She's in cuffs. How far can she go? Be careful. She might try to run again. Well, you're a genie ass, Sarge. Holy shit. Yeah, but I think I could walk really fast and catch up with her even if she's running in these cuffs. It's okay. Let her try.
That looks more like her, right?
Yeah.
Amy Platero.
Yep, there's a waste of a uniform right there in the middle. Taking a man's job away.
ID, but there's a
There is only one reason someone would lie about their identity to the police, and it's usually because they have a record they don't want the police to know about. Because the suspect is claiming injury, the police escort her to the hospital so she can receive medical attention.
Come right here and then just face me, okay? Where is it hurting?
right there.
Right here?
Ladies and gentlemen, when she bonds out, if she wants to go to the hospital, she can. I am not taking her to the hospital because she bumped her head. Oh my God. We have literally gone that far, haven't we? We're so far left that I don't know. This is crazy. So we're gonna waste taxpayers' dollars to get her little bump on her head. She's got more damage than that riding a roller coaster, okay? I am not taking this bitch to the hospital. Wow.
So right here?
Yeah.
Hello. Keep looking that way. 2405.
And they're grabbing my head on this side.
Okay.
I don't give a shit. I don't care. You should have thought about that before you ran. Now you can sit in the cell and have a migraine for all I give a shit.
Saw me from this stuck in my face.
Put your hands out like that.
Ah.
Can you open your hands up for me?
No.
Okay.
My hands all clenched up. Weird.
You can't open it?
I don't know.
We'll work on it. Okay.
It's weird.
Okay. Hold on real quick. Face this way. Yeah, I will. Face this way.
Yeah, and the cops are just falling right into her little trap.
Just like that. Okay.
She'd rather go to the hospital than go to the jail.
Okay, come here. Come here, let's this leg first. Okay, excellent.
Wow. Thank you, Miss Bridge. You don't know how badly I needed that, or actually need that, sweetheart, so thank you very much.
It's on my head on this side. Head down on the ground.
Look towards me.
Can I fast forward this shit? This is making me sick to my stomach. I don't give a shit. What a fucking waste of Sorry. What a waste of resources, ladies and gentlemen.
Does it surprise you how much medical attention this woman got while in custody?
While in custody. Thank you, Mr. Taxpayers of that city, because you footed the bill. You see that CAT scan machine? $1,500 just to turn it on. Thank you, Mr. Taxpayers.
Surprise you how much
Right there. $1,500 minimum just to light it up. If she wanted to go to the hospital after she bonded out, she's more than welcome.
Attention this woman got while in custody? This Karen may have thought she could get away, but instead she was charged with criminal trespass, concealing identity, resisting arrest, and probation violation.
Okay, so she had a probation violation. I would have let her go. I don't give a shit about her ID. I was there to remove her from the property. She said she would leave. She was just putting on her makeup. You have a good day. That would have been the end of it. Look how much money I would have saved the taxpayers because she wouldn't have got a CAT scan. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a look at this real quick before we continue because I'm interested in what Miss Bridge is talking about because you never know. Don't miss what's next. Retry. It's not coming up. Miss Bridge, It just says something went wrong, retry, and I hit retry and it says something went wrong. Huh. Let me hit it again. Visit site. Nope. It won't let me see it.
During the holidays, Karens are known to emerge in full force, and that's exactly what happened on December 8th, 2022 at a Florida Walmart when police are called regarding a suspected shoplifting.
Yeah, they probably took it down from embarrassment. Oh no, that's X.
A worker did. Me and my sister ordered with me. My sister paid for my stuff. He said 2 pages. He brought the stuff out.
Hello. Your sister?
Yeah.
Right. Do you know what happened exactly?
She scanned the stuff, but I guess it didn't register. Like, she scanned it when the lady was standing right there. And I guess he tried to say she skipped scans. She was like, well, if that's the case, she'll pay for it. But they're just like really, really rude.
Yeah, I said, okay, well, I can go pay for it, but my phone didn't.
The other man.
In other words, the hood rat was trying to steal some shit from the store. Now she's coming up with a clever story on how she wasn't trying to steal anything.
Because when he put it on the table, I was sitting down like that. He put it on the table and I stood up because I was trying to see what he had put in.
Thank you, Gamertron, for following me.
You don't have to talk to me like that. So I walked out and the man said he went away from the police. I said, we can. I'm not doing nothing wrong. He tried to seem like I was just so hostile.
She stuff. Like, I don't know if it was that machine because I had to switch machines.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they being hostile. I'm not being hostile. I don't. Why every time a black person,
the other man was
trying to be hostile. This is something hostile.
I ain't here to be hostile. It's my Friday.
Security guards know that criminals try to use the self-checkout to conceal stolen items. Are
Yep.
these women telling the truth, or is there more to the story?
There's only 2 things. I would have just had her in and out of here, but she's causing a problem, yelling and all that stuff. And then she got up to walk out after she gave me her ID. I said, don't do that. And then she kept going on with the race thing, and white people always do this to black people.
Can I see the video real quick?
Put that right to the side. Put that right to the side.
Yeah, if you don't let him steal your, you're a racist.
Try and manipulate the police when you are caught on camera. Now that the police
That's what it
have
says to
no
me,
evidence
Miss
that
Bridge.
these 2 women are lying, they go back out to confront them.
Have you ever been arrested? For what?
Shoplifting.
Driving with no license. That's it. Physical.
Shoplifting. Tell the truth.
No, I don't say.
I don't think.
Tell him if I skip something, let me pay for it. The lady did the scanning.
She had to switch our machine because it wasn't working.
Our machine because it wasn't working.
Right. So they're required to come in and come up to you to give you a chance to attempt to pay for those items.
I did.
I just watched the video.
What? When they just came out?
Just watched the video.
Yes, we went in a room and he said these 2 items are what you can pay for. I was sitting down like this. He put it in the thing and I got it. So look,
they never said anything.
They don't want anything that's going to embarrass the transgender mental patients that should be in a straitjacket in a little tiny room. They don't want to embarrass them.
To begin with, then why didn't she just do it? The woman thinks she can trick the cops into thinking she's innocent because she waited for them to arrive.
Who drove here? You?
Yeah.
Can we get your ID or did they?
I don't have it.
First of all, ladies and gentlemen, you got 3 officers on the scene. Too many officers talking. Too many officers asking these suspects questions. There only needs to be 1 officer doing the talking, and that's the initiating officer, the one that was dispatched to that scene is the only one that needs to be talking. The rest of them are backup. So you got this dumb bitch female that's a waste of a uniform, and then you got the one that we're with on her camera, which is a waste of a uniform, asking this woman questions. Too many.
What's your first name? Alicia.
Spell it.
ALICIA. What do you need money for?
Just common spelling, dumbass.
I went to the car.
What's your social?
Way too many people talking.
You don't know it by heart. So you want to give me your
Hey, Sheriff! Sheriff's over on kick.
fake name.
Yeah, her real name's Jaquita.
Why is she giving a fake name?
She's scared of police.
All right, can you stand over there, please?
I don't have nothing.
Can you stand over there, please?
No, this piss me off. Why'd you give me?
See, the officer asked her, can you stand over there, please? That's a question, not an order. I would have said, hey, stand right over there. See, there's a difference between, can you stand over there, please? That's a question. Night cop would have said, hey, stand right over there. Don't move. See the difference? She moves, I charge her with refusal to comply.
Because I don't have nothing to do with it. I didn't have to give them my name. I did not get in trouble. They did not call the police.
Didn't they give you an opportunity though?
Yeah, but it's illegal to give me a false name.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
And then you give them a name and give them a fake name anyway?
It's not against the law.
Actually, it is against
It is against the
You can
law.
go to jail for lying to a law enforcement officer when they're conducting an investigation. The officer runs a background check and finds out the woman's license is suspended.
Can you set your stuff down, give it to her? Or actually set it down?
That's irrelevant. I cannot go into a courtroom under oath and tell the judge that I saw her driving and her license came back suspended. They're on a sidewalk. You don't need a driver's license to walk on a sidewalk. I don't understand what these officers are doing. It doesn't matter if her license is suspended. I didn't see her drive. Even though I'm pretty sure she drove there, I'm not going into a courtroom and say I saw her drive. So there's no charge.
Oh, wow.
I don't care what she admitted to. Because she's going to tell her attorney she didn't say that. I'm not arresting her for driving on suspended license unless I pull her over and I can go into a court and say, yep, I pulled her over, she was driving, it came back suspended, I charge her with driving on suspended license. This is too big of a gray area for me.
Why are you spending money for all night?
So I can hold them.
What did you take care of the jail? 2 for 2 items.
What a waste of a uniform.
Can you
Wait right here for me, ma'am.
I thought if this your first time you get trespassed.
No, there's no such thing as trespass. The Walmart ain't doing that no more. It's been gone for years. They're tired of people stealing from them.
This woman knows a lot about the punishment for shoplifting for someone who claims they're innocent and would never steal. But she obviously didn't do.
Bunch of social workers. Hey, Sheriff, let me ask you. This lady, they ran a check on this lady. Now, she did give them a false name, the lady on the left. The lady on the right, her license came back suspended. I'm not charging her with driving on suspended. I didn't see her drive. When I approached this scene, she was sitting down on the edge of a window sill over here, a little brick area on the sidewalk. Would you charge her with driving on suspended? I'm not going in front of a judge. Well, it did come back suspended, officer or judge, and I'm pretty sure she drove. The judge would say, did you check with the Uber? If she got an Uber there or maybe a friend dropped? No, sir, I did not. I just charged her with driving on suspended. Case dismissed. And I look like an idiot in front of the judge.
Her research about how to get away with shoplifting well enough.
Put your stuff down for me.
Why?
Because you're going in too, okay?
Don't ask me why. Because I said so.
For what?
False name.
So the spineless piece of shit officer's letting her ask him questions like that. Why? Because I said so. For what? Because I said so. Put your stuff down. That's it. I'm not answering her stupid questions.
Wait, I did not. That's because I did not do anything. I did not get caught stealing. No. I did not have to give them my name. I did not do anything. I did not do anything.
Go ahead and put your stuff down for me.
Sheriff said on Kick, exactly, no reason for charging her with driving while suspended without any proof of her driving. There is no proof of dash cam or body cam. Exactly. Now, the girl said she was driving. She drove there before they told her license was suspended. But that's too big of a gray area. And I guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, that statement that she made, she'll change it when court comes. Yes, I know it's on video, but she could have just said she was nervous. No, she did not drive. She was nervous. She didn't understand the question. So she said, yeah, I drove. You have to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. And there's too big of a gray area to charge this woman with driving on suspended license when you didn't see her driving.
Because I did not do anything that's not right. They did not call the police on me.
Exactly.
Please let me go. They did not call the police on me. No, they did not call the police on me.
You're involved in a criminal investigation.
I'm not involved. How am I involved? What did I do?
Put your stuff down.
Okay.
See, right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is all you do. The little waist of a uniformed female officer is trying to get her phone. She's got a kung fu grip on it, okay? The other officer's got her wrist. Not the way you handle this. You just take a step back, shake your pepper spray, and just shh. That's it. Step back. Hey, step back a little bit. You don't want to get any of the fumes on you. Let her roll around for a little while. And you sit there and watch her roll around like a worm on the ground. She's not saying nothing because she can't hardly breathe. Her throat's on fire. Her eyes are on fire. Her face is on fire. Her ears are burning. You wait about 2-3 minutes. Let the mist of the pepper spray come down to the concrete. Then you go in there and you cuff her. That simple, ladies and gentlemen. No struggling, no fighting, just that's it. And then she'll pay for her bullshit for about the next 45 minutes because that's how long that pepper spray is going to last. So the next time I have conflict with her, or contact, not conflict, when I have contact with her, she will immediately, oh, here you go, Officer Patterson. Okay. In my 17 years, I've never had to spray the same person twice. It only takes one time.
You're going to catch another charge.
I'm not resisting. Stop. Put your stuff.
All this is unnecessary. See, my way's better. All the things that they're going to do, fight and struggle with her. I don't want to pull a damn disc out of my lower back or no shit. Shh. My finger, that's it. That's the only muscle I'm going to use right there. Shh. And I'm not kidding. I swear to God, pepper spray was always my go-to. It was always my sergeant's go-to. It was always Steve Lawson's go-to, who was my best buddy on the force. Of course, you know, the three of us was like the three musketeers. My sergeant, Steve, and me. We were like inseparable. But everybody on my shift, except the black lieutenant, who shouldn't have been a lieutenant, but she could suck some good dick, I guess. So she became a lieutenant. And I'm sorry for that vulgarity, but it's a fact. She's the only one that didn't just go straight to pepper spray. She wanted to negotiate with everybody. That's why she was always getting her ass hurt. So there is that.
Get on the ground. Hold on. Hey, you're gonna get...
See everything that's happening right here? No need for it. They got pepper spray on their Batman belt. All they had to do was use it.
Hold on. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
I just suck on my skin. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I just read a statement from Miss Briggs. I need a moment to catch my breath. I mean, really, I need a moment. Y'all gonna take me away or not? What if you have some on that can't put their hands behind their back? What do you do? If somebody can't put their hands behind their back, I've ran into two one-armed men before, and they could put that one arm behind their back. And what you do with that is you put that belt thing around them and you handcuff their one good hand to the belt. We had those. But that's it. I never had anybody. Now I've had some people say, "Oh man, I got a football injury. I can't. You got to be easy with my shoulder." Well, I'm not a medical professional. Sorry about that. And I'm not a medical professional. But other than that, somebody saying they got a football injury or something, and then the two one-armed men, nobody's ever really said too much about that. Also, what do you do if they have no arms or legs? Miss Bridge, if they have no arms or legs, they're not being arrested. Because number one, they're not shoplifting. Number two, they're not even in the store. Right? And if they are in the store, they're in one of those little things that they're steering with their chin. They can't reach up and steal shit. So they're not getting arrested, right? Oh no, Cromwell, Skittles is really Skittles. But you got to understand me and Miss Bridges' game with the Skittles. And Mr. Patriot, he's the one that went to Costco and got us a case of Skittles. Thank you, Patriot. You're the man. Yeah.
If you don't want to get in trouble, then don't try to outsmart the cops. If the man gave her the opportunity to leave, then she should have taken it and gone home. But she instead decided to lie to the cops, and the charges keep racking up.
I'm trying to get up. You just chased me for no reason. Can I get up? Ouch, my finger! You just...
Okay, but Miss Bridge, how are they going to reach the gas pedal and the brake without any legs? So there is that comment. I mean, they could sit in the driveway and steer with their teeth if they want to. There's a waste of uniform right there. We had two women in our department, and both of them was a waste of uniforms. Both. Total waste. Cowards.
They never called the police on me. I would like to speak to somebody higher.
Typical Karen, wanting to speak to a manager. What this woman doesn't realize is that it's not open for negotiation. Though when she does get to speak to somebody higher, she gets an embarrassing reality check.
Can I please get up?
Patriot. Ladies and gentlemen, I want everybody on Kick and everybody to know my buddy Patriot, she said he wanted to say hi to everybody. He's doing paperwork at the camper in Mississippi. I don't any of those officers would survive in my department. Waste of uniforms, Sheriff. Just spineless, coward pieces of shit with a badge that should never have a badge.
Well, I'm the corporal here.
Well, can I talk to you?
I'm the one that tased you because you're not following instructions.
He was on me. How can I put my hands behind my back?
You were continuously fighting
No,
with
I
him.
wasn't. I never swung. Pull the videos. It's all right. Pull your tape. Yes, please. Can I get up, please? No.
Too many people, too many of these social workers with a badge doing the talking. That confuses the whole scene. The initiating officer, the one that was dispatched there, should be the only one running his mouth. This stupid bitch right here should keep her mouth shut. The other one on the other side looks like Sasquatch. He needs to shut up too.
Well, can I talk? Because that's not right. We're listening to you. I didn't have anything to do
I'm not listening. No, I'm not listening to her. Shut the hell up.
The cops further explained to the woman that she had the opportunity to leave, but she didn't take it. And the fact she didn't stop her friend from shoplifting makes her involved anyway. Because of how much this situation has escalated, they had to call an ambulance.
That girl looks like she's in the 11th grade. Really.
And another investigation team was called to speak to the suspect.
Can I answer the phone right now?
Can I talk to you?
The moment you get them cuffed, ladies and gentlemen, you stuff them in the back seat. Cuff them, stuff them. There's no reason to hang around the garden supplies. It's a waste of resources. You get her cuffed, you stand her ass up, try not to get any of the pepper spray on your uniform, walk her to the patrol unit, put her in the back, shut the door. Transport. I don't understand this, why she's cuffed and we're standing around in a glee club meeting. Thank you, Miss Bridge. I'll take one. I'll take all three of them. Just be slow and gentle. Puff them, stuff them. Don't powder or puff them. Correct. Hi, Miss Vanessa.
Because him, when I was sitting there, he said, "Can you put your stuff down?" And I asked him why. You could pull the tape.
No, Cortland, here's the thing. They go through the physical agility test when they're hired with the department. And that's the one and only time they ever go through a physical agility test. If they're 10 years, they're there 20 years, that they only go through the physical. That's why I said, if I was a sheriff, every one of my freaking officers would go through, or my deputies, would go through a physical agility test every 3 years. If they don't pass, you're suspended without pay until you do. Period. Law enforcement is physical. If you're not physically fit, you're going to get somebody hurt or killed, and you do not need to be out there in the field wearing a badge.
I sat right there and I asked him why. Okay. He said, "Oh, did you start walking over there?"
Now, see, here's what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. They're holding court on the sidewalk of Walmart. That's what they're doing. This woman's asking her a bunch of questions, incriminating questions, I might add. So she should be reading her Miranda before she starts asking all these questions, but they're too stupid to know that, because everything she says is going to be inadmissible in court because she wasn't read Miranda. Even though everybody watched Dragnet and they know what their rights are, you still got to read a Miranda if you're going to interrogate them, and that's what this female officer's doing, is interrogating her. I'm not holding court on the side of the street.
And they told you to step back or anything? No. I stood right there. They told me to grab her stuff. I started walking over where? You didn't start walking over
And why do we have the fire department on scene? Why are we wasting those resources? I don't see any blood. I don't see anybody bleeding to death. And if they're not bleeding to death, I'm not calling EMT or fire department, nobody else out to the scene. What a waste of resources.
Jasmine, please stop. You cannot go over there. You need to stay right there. I didn't go over there. I told you I was looking. I didn't go over there. I didn't say that to you.
I didn't know that, Bridge.
When faced with arrest, Karens always pretend they didn't understand the situation. Playing dumb doesn't help you get out of anything. It only makes the police think you're trying to trick them into letting you go.
Yes, you can explain.
So I walked up to you. You started.
See, here we go again. Why are we having this conversation? Why are these officers find it necessary to convince this hood rat that she did something wrong? I don't need to convince her of jack shit. It's going to be on my incident report, which is a status 5. It's going to be on the citations that I write her for shoplifting. We'll talk about this in court in front of a judge.
To get up and walk this way, I told you to stop by that post, right? I said I was going to go over there and talk to her and calm her down, right?
With a sexy butt like yours, Miss Bridge, you're right. You are my girl.
And I told you.
You started it.
Stay there with them.
It's like being a social media. Yeah, exactly, Miss Vanessa. Look at this guy. We're at a sandbox and 2 5-year-olds are arguing. That's what it seems like to me.
Any further, I didn't come nowhere near here. You guys were over here by the car, and I was still up there by that post. Okay, so that's what I asked you.
Darling, you don't need to hold my mic. I just need you to like control the butterfly. The mic doesn't even need to come into the picture. Just deal with the butterfly. I don't want to hear the argument. You're banned now. Leave. I don't go. Time to hear you. Yeah, exactly, Vanessa.
Like he told me to. There you go.
Put her either in the car or give her Exactly, Sheriff.
Oops.
Do you understand this, Sheriff? These spineless piece of shit social workers with a badge finds it necessary to carry on a litigation with a hood rat that's in cuffs instead of just cuffing and stuffing and transport her. They're convincing her that she broke the law. And that's why she's going, I don't need to convince them of shit. You can sit there and talk to your blue in the face, and that hood rat is never going to agree with you. No, I should not go to jail.
And trying to explain that the police officer didn't tell her to stop walking away.
Exactly, Sheriff. The moment I lifted her up after she got over half of the pepper spray trauma, I would have escorted her to my patrol unit, put her in the back seat. Even if she's talking, shut the door. And then I go,
35 station. 10-4 station. Show me 1076, 1019. I'll be 1095 one time, 1036 3.
and then I'm transporting. It's over. Take her to the jail. The jailer do the A and B. I sit back there, and I'll probably wait till about 4:30 in the morning when everything slows down to do the incident report. But if it's slow that night, if it's a Monday night, I'd go in the squad room and do my incident report real quick, write out my 2 citations. I'm back 10-8.
This Karen was charged with giving a false name to a law enforcement officer and resisting without violence. Her friend.
So all that bullshit over just that. And given the false name, I guarantee you the solicitor will throw that right out before it even reaches the judge. Okay? Given the false name right here, look. You see her charges.
Trying to explain that the police officer. Explain that the police officer didn't tell her to stop walking away, she accidentally spilled the truth. This Karen was charged with giving a false name to a law enforcement officer and resisting without violence.
Okay. She did resist with violence. Giving a false name, the solicitor is going to throw that out. That'll never even reach the judge. Resisting without violence, that'll probably be thrown out too. Because the first one's going to be thrown out. So the second one is like inadmissible. Waste of resources.
Her friend was charged with petite theft and resisting without violence.
Do you know when I would charge someone with giving me a false name? Somebody that I pick up for a probation violation. I add that charge to it. Absolutely. So his parole officer knows that he lied to me and gave me a false name. Other than that, I don't give a shit. I'll find out who they are. They'll sit in jail for 3 days until their fingerprints come back. I don't give a shit. Okay, right here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to run to the little girl's room. While I'm gone, I'm going to show a video. This is me in the line of duty. And it was one of the greatest accomplishments of my 17-year law enforcement career. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be right back.
Officer gave life to a 3-week-old baby. Fox 24's Whitney Casey is here to tell us more about what happened. Whitney, what happened?
Well, Danita, this is such a touching story, and it may make some of you parents out there want to go learn CPR. Officer Patterson was driving his normal patrol route when he saw the frantic mother flagging his car down. The mother, 26-year-old Dennis Shepard, said that she had heard gagging noises coming from her 3-week-old baby's room. When she entered the room, she saw the baby gasping for air. Having no phone, she desperately ran out to the street with the baby in her arms to find help. It was here that the mother, Denise Shepard, clutching her baby Lindsay, flagged down Officer Patterson, who just happened to be turning the corner.
It was amazing that he came around the corner when he did. There was not a car in sight, and there was nobody home, and I had no phone.
Patterson said that Denise was crying out that her baby had stopped breathing. He then took the motionless child, placed her in the yard in front of the Shepard's home, and performed CPR, breathing life into the 3-week-old infant. Denise Shepard stood by with her 3 other children, watching the officer with hope that their baby sister would be saved.
Relief, because I believe that if he hadn't have done what he did, she wouldn't be here now.
When I see her now at the hospital, she's so pretty, and she's really a precious little baby girl. And I'm real happy that she's here.
Patterson says that with 4 boys in his family, he's always wanted a baby girl. And for 5 minutes and a few life-saving breaths, he had one. Well, Danita, the baby's fine right now, and I got a chance to spend some time with her, and it was great, and the whole Shepherd family is just so thankful.
That is a very touching story. Thank you, Whitney, for that report.
Okay, I'm back. I've got these riots. Somebody said something about the riots.
Having that from certain hours, say from like 8 p.m. and people have to be at home by then.
Yeah, it's mental.
Obviously.
Right.
There, mate, you're there.
Right. He were brought up with a posh family. He doesn't know fuck all about politics.
Okay. Did you get the last one I sent you, Pat? Let's see what this is. I want to go to this real quick. Try to stay up on shit. Wait, don't be talking until I've got you unmuted, lady. Okay. Let's see what this is. I'm curious. Let's see.
They don't want to talk policy. They just want to use propaganda to steal your vote. The left is trying to tout this woman as a savior for the black community, but all she's done is hurt the black community since she came into the game. See, the first step in destroying the black community is to dismantle the black family. So aside from her record as a prosecutor, why don't we ask Mrs. Willie Brown if Kamala Harris cares about black families? They don't want to talk policy. They just want to use propaganda to steal your vote. The left is trying to tout this one.
Oh, I think that's a loop. That was a loop. Thank you, Sheriff. I appreciate that, buddy. He said on Kick. That was amazing. I'm almost 50 and almost started tearing up. You want a puff? Sheriff, you need some puffs. Send that to you. First of all, Vanessa, you're not the boss of me. Okay, well, maybe a little bit. What do you want me to send to you? I don't know. What do you want me to send? Yeah, yes, I am that clip. Here's the clip. Oh shit. I highlighted too much of it. Here you go, darling. I'm sending it to you now. Boom. Thanks. Give a light spank. Thank you, Miss Vanessa. I needed that. Let's go.
Get ready for this next woman because she takes the...
Okay, I'm just going to say it. I think she's cute. I don't think she's arrestable. Not with a face like that. I just don't. Sheriff, I don't think she's arrestable. She's too cute. Come on.
Ultimate Karen Crown. On September 22nd, 2022, officers responded to a hit-and-run incident where a woman crashed into a tow truck and lost a tire. But that didn't stop the female driver from fleeing the scene. After the officers pursued her, she ditched the car and fled on foot.
It's okay, as long as you find her and bring her back. Has she really fled the scene? Sheriff, I mean, really, come on. She's not even arrestable. Probably got a little tiny butt, beautiful smile. How can you, please?
Come here. Put your bag on the ground. Put your bag on the ground. Put your bag on the ground.
Oh yeah, she's gonna have a pretty butt.
Says you just hit somebody. Put your hands behind your back.
Yeah. She didn't leave the scene if you brought her back. She just made a small detour.
Can I call my stepdad?
See, right here, all you do is you say, lady, you know, you left the scene. I need your phone number for the report. Or you could say, I lost my phone number. Can I have yours? But That usually works with the, I need it for the report. And then later you can just text her. Hey, just checking on you after the accident. Am I a man slut or what?
He owns that truck.
You're just getting in an accident?
No.
Okay, well you just said he owns the truck, and then you.
He owns that truck.
Let's go. What are you doing?
Ow. I hurt my leg today.
Why you gotta be so aggressive with her?
Pretend she had no idea what was going on, yet she knows what car she hit, and her leg didn't seem to be hurting her when she fled the police. But this is only the beginning of how far this Karen is willing to go.
Hey, Red Hood, can you come here, man? Just ID this chick and see if she's.
Yeah, she really does. Little bit.
Your dad? Your dad? That's not my dad. Were you in the tow truck?
Yeah, but eternal, you got to see it at my vision. If she's a little methy, I'm almost positive I'm going to get her phone number. Right? It's a win-win.
I don't know, fucking something.
The sheriff knows what I'm talking about. Just say.
Yeah, that's her.
She's a 13 for
She
for a hit skid.
Next thing I know,
How hard did she hit?
she hit the tow truck with my car on it, and she started speeding off. I got videos of it all on my phone. She is unstable. She was running over curbs. She was almost hitting people and stuff.
What is your name?
Why are we opening the door again?
My married name is Stone Street.
What are we gonna find in the system for you?
Oh, she's married? Bitch, you're going to jail. Screw that shit. I didn't know she was married.
Keep lying and bouncing around. You're going to jail for obstructing. I'm giving you one more chance. What is your name? Put your hands behind your back. I put those handcuffs behind your back, not in front of you.
I swear to God.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
We're playing games. I'm tired of playing games with you.
Oh my God, I didn't.
Put your foot in.
I didn't switch that.
Put your feet inside. What is your name?
My married name is Stone Street. My
What's your
not
first name?
married name.
What's your first name? Shepherd.
How old you said you were?
How so?
The match doesn't matter.
Who's she saying her name is?
She's saying it's Stacy Shepherd.
No, it's Stacy Stone Street married. Stacy Shepherd not married.
How do you spell Stowe Street?
Stone Street.
Stone Street. Okay, what's your middle initial?
L.
L. Okay.
If she was born in 1992, then she would not be 28. She would be 30. This woman might think she's innocent, but after the police do a thorough search of her belongings, they find a very surprising item.
Is it gun? Where? Alright, put it down.
As long as that gun, when I run that serial number on that weapon, as long as it doesn't come back stolen, I don't give a shit that she's got a gun. Thank God she's got a gun. It's her constitutional right to have a gun. Look how tiny she is. And I don't care if she's Andre the Giant. She has a right to carry a gun. So why are these officers panicking like, oh, look, it's a gun. Oh, look. Who gives a shit? You do your job. You run the serial number. See if there's any 1028s that come back on it. And that's it.
Giving you one more chance to be honest with me about who you are. I will charge you with misrep. I don't care.
What?
I will charge you with misrep. I don't believe you are who you are.
I am.
Okay, why do you have a gun in your purse?
I don't.
This waste of a uniform bitch, does she really think that this young lady knows what misrep is? Can you speak English when you're talking to a suspect? You don't have a, what? Misrep? What is it? What? Trying to sound all like she's smart and shit.
I have a gun in my purse. What's in my purse? What's in my purse? There's not a gun?
This is your jacket.
Yeah.
Get out of the car real quick.
See, all this proves to me, ladies and gentlemen, you see, what's in my purse, a gun? All this whole thing from the very beginning, where she wasn't driving and she didn't create an accident and she don't know what she's talking about, and here's my real name, here's my married name. All this tells me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited at this moment, because talk about doing some role playing. Sweetheart, can you just be the nurse and I'll be the patient? How about you be the principal and I'm the student? I mean, all this proves to me is she's really good at role playing. I'm in. Future trooper, I don't care if she's high. I'll tell her my name in the morning when she sobers up. Yeah, there you go. See, Eternal? Now you're thinking the right way, Eternal. That's how we should be thinking about this situation.
I was walking down the...
You can see the
They're taking the cuffs off, Trooper, because she took the cuffs from the back to the front because she's so tiny she can do that. And they're just putting back behind her back so she can put them back in the front again on the way to jail.
Wheels in her head turning, but she can't come up with another lie fast enough. Upon checking their system, the police officers found a record of a woman with the name the suspect gave them, but the picture looks very different from the woman sitting in the back of their squad car.
Go like this.
You know, when they say squad car, it's so 70s. How about patrol unit? We started calling it a patrol unit in the 90s. We got away from the squad car. That was during Dragnet and Adam 12. Come on.
You don't have your bottom lip pierced.
Okay.
But Stacy has her bottom lip pierced.
Mine filled up. My nose was pierced.
See, I used to have mine pierced too.
My
See
nose
that
was
hole?
pierced and you can't see my hole.
No, see, I gotta...
Now, see, at this point, through the investigation, because we're talking about piercing, now I've got to know, is there anything pierced below the waist? I mean, if you're going to be thorough during the investigation with a girl this pretty, you want to be thorough. Right, Sheriff? Sheriff will agree with me. It ain't every day you come across somebody with this caliber of looks, and they're in handcuffs. And I just want to know. I won't be able to finish the report unless I absolutely know. Saying. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're just like me. You're a man whore, aren't you? Yep.
What's it say?
It's a schizophrenia
And
tattoo.
when the wrath consumes you. And when the wrath consumes you.
Is that, are you sure?
Yeah.
This woman doesn't even know.
Yeah, and here's the good news, Trooper. I'll pay for the hotel room. Or the motel. I don't want a hotel. I don't want to have to go through the lobby. We have to do a Motel 6 or something, like an inn on the side of the road or something, yeah.
She has tattooed on her.
Why my wife makes me sleep in the garage.
The police notice something they think they can use.
When did you physically go to the BMV to renew your license?
I don't remember the exact.
Eternal, I've never done anything in my patrol car, my patrol unit, and I'll tell you why. Number one, I have too much respect for the badge. Never done anything on duty, ever, like that. Never. Too much respect for the badge, and I'm not doing it in my... I need a lot more room than that. I need like a minimum of a queen-size bed if I'm going to start doing the hind leg maneuver. Okay? And before the hind leg maneuver, a shower is a necessity. And there's no shower in my patrol unit. You see my problem? Yeah. Yeah, Red Roof Inn would be just fine.
I used to tell my eyebrows so make fun of me, please.
The picture we had, so that's normal.
I looked at the picture. It was issued by the BMV.
Yeah, I was fat.
3 weeks ago.
I
You're
was
lying.
fat.
You're lying. You're lying. So here's the deal. You're going to Summit County Jail as a Jane Doe.
Please
Okay?
don't.
As a Jane Doe.
they will fingerprint you. If
Okay.
they cannot figure out who you are by fingerprint, then you will stay in jail until we figure it out. Understood?
Please don't. I'm Stacy Stone Street. My husband's name is Josh Stone Street.
Okay, so
I just
hold on.
left him.
What's Josh's phone number? I'm gonna call him.
I don't have my phone.
No, you know your phone.
No
your
one
husband's
memorizes.
phone. Where's your phone at?
This just gets worse and worse after catching this woman in multiple lies.
Now, I know the women probably can't see it, but men, can you see how much fun you could have with her during a role play session? And I suck at role playing, but I would just have to be in the same room and she would do it all. I mean, this is wonderful. We could be some role playing kings here. She's good. And baby, what'd you say my name was again? And what position was I supposed? Oh, okay. See, you don't even have to think. She'll tell you. I like it.
And checking the video showing she was in.
Oh yeah, I would love to play Twister, naked Twister. You know, where she's wearing nothing but a thong. That's a game.
The driver of the car that caused the accident. The police take her to jail, and things get heated in the car.
No.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Strip. Well, see, no, I'd rather do the role playing.
Listen, I have been as nice as I can be. Shut up! Shut up! Now I am like working really hard on the way that I speak to people, and you are really testing that.
See, this is a kindergarten teacher talking to a 5-year-old. That's all it is. What a social worker dumbass. Oh, I really look at the way I talk to people, but you're really testing my patience now. What the shut the fuck up, officer, and just, oh, I'm sorry. Just transport.
That right now. I've given you every benefit of the fucking doubt that there is to give right now. So no, I'm not calling your kids. I'm not going to Shaw. You're going to jail. So you're going to sit there and you're going to shut up, and we're going to have a quiet ride because you're really pissed.
See, all the stuff this woman is saying, this waste of a uniform, can be said with a screen test. You don't have to say anything. When that dog jumps out in front of the patrol unit and you have to slam on your brakes and her face goes into that screen, you've said all this stupid shit this waste of a uniform is saying without saying a word.
Shut up! You are going to jail. You are under arrest. I'm doing you no goddamn favors.
If you're going to play games with the police.
Oh, she said a nerdy word. I heard it.
Then you better be ready for the consequences. When they arrive at the jail, this Karen continues her games, but the police are ready.
How do you keep getting your
See the cuffs? See where the cuffs are?
cuffs to your front?
No. I'm pregnant, so.
You're not pregnant. Yeah, she's tiny. That's how she's doing it.
Careful, please. Oh, now you're pregnant. How many lies are you going to tell today?
I'm a month and a half pregnant.
Okay. We finally figured out
Ah, damn, I hope it's my kid. Please be mine.
who she is. She's still insisting that she's the wrong person. So she's in for misrep, falsification, and hit skin. Okay. So. But she's insisting that's not who she is, so.
Are they that scared that they got to be behind bulletproof glass to take in prisoners? Are you serious right now? You let her jelly would just come around the counter. You got to touch her when you take her prints and shit. What the hell is this shit about? I mean, you would expect that at a prison. This is a county jail.
Shepherd. Or Stone Street is the married name.
She's Sarah, but she's claiming she's Stacy.
I'll call it. See, that's part of the role play. Sarah, Stacy, it doesn't matter. Whatever she wants to be called, I'll call her. Just show me the thongs, baby. I'm a man slut. Yeah, a little bit. Miss Bridge.
Even Thomas, she even found me a Thomas.
Yeah, because you misrepped as your sister. We're not stupid.
They fingerprinted me.
No, they didn't.
Now the female waist of a uniform officer is going to argue with my future ex-girlfriend, and I don't appreciate it.
It's not come out no matter what. So you might as well start being truthful from here on out.
She also has multiple warrants for escape.
Multiple warrants.
Yeah, I've never seen this before.
My sister only had one, and she fought.
They got to hide behind all that shit.
No, my sister Sarah.
Obviously, we know now why this Karen didn't want the police to know who she really was. It's because she had an active warrant out on her. The police officer
Can't blame her for that.
explains how far this crazy woman is willing to go to manipulate the system.
Stacey even had. Shut up. Shut
How come when there's a woman that's a lot better at role playing than this dumb bitch with a badge, they call her crazy?
Stacey even wrote a written statement because she failed to go. She misrepresented Stacey, misrep to go to court. So Stacey wrote a written statement to the police saying that she has misrepped her numerous times. That because of her failure to.
I have a friend in Canada that got an email the other day telling him stuff was getting ready to go down bad there in 2 weeks.
The woman being recognized by
I don't give a shit. When she bails out, I'm gonna take her out to a fine dining restaurant. I'm gonna text her and say, let's meet at this fine dining. I can even pick you up, sweetheart. And I'm gonna make sure when we're at that restaurant that we biggie fry the shit, and that my Big Mac does not have that special sauce because I don't like it. So yeah, fuck yeah, we're gonna get to know each other before the role playing starts.
the police officer at the jail was priceless.
Yep.
This pathological liar Karen, whose real name is Sarah Shepard, was charged with misrepresentation for using her sister's name, hit and run, and possession of a weapon while under disability. We met shoplifting Karens, domestic batterer Karens, and just outright crazy Karens. And they all
Miss Bridge, that's their words, not mine. I did not call you a crazy Karen.
had the dumb idea to try and outsmart the cops. And thankfully, none of them got away with it. We hope you enjoyed this list today.
I'm a little disappointed about my little rocket girlfriend going to jail. I think it was unnecessary, actually. Here, we got to watch this real quick. Miss Bridge assures me that this link is going to work. Okay, wait for it. This is Miss Bridge. I don't know if these thongs are new or not. I'm going to bring it up. I'm not... Oh, wait. Miss Bridge, you have to tell us if these thongs are new or older. I don't know, but I'm going to show you a video that she sent me. So here we go. Oh, wait for it. I jumped when I should have stayed. What the hell? Can we please find the right one? Is that a TikTok video? No. That's it, I think. Is that it? Yeah. You guys ready? I don't get it. What happened? Talk about say hello to my little friend. Holy shit. That hooded. Say hello to my little friend. Well, I mean, he knew it was there. He should have jumped a little further from the pole. I don't feel sorry for him. Especially since his is bigger than mine. I'm a little teed off, actually. Damn. I'm a little jealous. Mine would never get in the way. I assure you. Just ask Lori. Lori's in the house. She knows. It would never get in the way. That was funny. One day, or one night, this is a true story between me and Lori. I finally, after years of trying, got her in the mood, right? Wasn't my specialty. I was so wrapped up in law enforcement. And right before, I mean, she's laying on her back and I'm on top of her. And out of nowhere, I came up, I don't even know where it came from. I just said, say hello to my little friend. And I started laughing. She started laughing. Needless to say, nothing was done that night romantically. It was just too funny. I screwed it up to hell and back from the very beginning. Say hello. Say hello to my little friend. And that was during the time that Scarface had only been out, what, about 5 years? I mean, it was still a kind of a new thing. Do you remember that, Lori? Say hello to my little friend. And I wasn't exaggerating. When I say hello to my little friend, I was telling the truth. Now she's got nightmares. No, she doesn't. Now she's got 4 boys. That's what she's got. But anyway, I'm glad I could entertain. And she can tell you, yeah, it's nothing to write home about. I'm a little pissed off with that guy that his honeycomb got in the way. Pat, you have a question on Kick? Should have came through here. Well, let me go to Kick. I can't figure out how to Bluetooth my phone to my patrol car radio. That's technology that's beyond my control, sir. I have no idea. All right. Oh, yes. Yeah, you remember. Okay. What about when I asked how much money you had in the bank? No shit, ladies and gentlemen. Want to talk about like I'm a hooker? We're fixing to, you know, try to make a baby, okay? But we're not trying to really make a baby. And I'm like, I'm ready. And I'm on my back, and she wants to sit on top of me. That takes a while to find shit. That did not appear on your screen in the past 2 minutes. Try using, what? It's detected that live chat didn't, huh? I don't know. Okay, I'm still out. But anyway, and just before we started doing anything, she said, how much money do you have? I'm like, I don't know. How much is this going to cost me? That was fucked up. How much money you got in the bank? What? I mean, that was so romantic, right? Damn. I felt like a prostitute. I think your son is here too. Oh, shit. Pat, you don't have to go into detail. Yes, I have to do everything in detail. Oh, yeah. Yep. My thong only holds hundreds, so there is that. Yeah, well, mine will hold 20s. So I'm just saying, I'm not like that high sophisticated. My thong holds, oh, yeah, eternal. All right. Let me get over here and go to, you started it, Lori. There's not a size big enough for me. Huh? All right, let's see what we can invade on Kick. We got Dead Man Strolling. Let's go over here and give him some love. Everybody on Kick, tell my buddy Dead Man Strolling, Night Top 35 raid, okay? Let's go. Let's see if he even knows I rated him. Yeah, no, sir, you did. Oh, never mind. It's just a radio thing. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Today is Saturday. I will be back on Monday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. It was great. Hope you guys had a good time. I cannot believe that I am on TikTok, and I have been live for 3 hours and 20 minutes on TikTok, and I did not get banned. There's a feed all by itself. So there is that. Okay. I'll be back on Monday night, 6 p.m. I already said it. No need to repeat. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, and I'll see everybody on Monday. You'll have a super blessed evening. Let's go.
Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth.